Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this, taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1Live Stew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results. Y'all know what time it is. We've got to thank God every minute of every day. The Two Live Stew. He's Doug. Morning, everybody. Raymond Sutton. The beautiful Mocha Bella down there in Miami. June B77. And last but not least, a great honorable mention to none other than St. Louis's own St. Louis Ron is in the building. Good morning, y'all.
And he proud.
Good morning to all of y'all. Special shout out to my man John Dingle in the building. And good morning to you, Dougie Stew. How you feeling this morning, sir?
I'm fantastic, man.
You look fantastic, man.
I'm great.
You look fantastic, man.
Showing homage to my my third favorite running back of all time. Guess who that is?
The great Walter Payton.
Yes. Third or fourth. I think he's third. You can guess the first two easily.
OJ and Barry.
OJ Simpson number 1 and Barry Sanders number 2. And then the great Walter Payton number 3.
That cat loves the great Orenthal James. Now he's always been an Orenthal fan.
Man, the juice was a pretty big deal back in '77. My first year playing Little League football. It was a big deal, man. If you wore number 32 back in '77, '78 in Little League football, it instantly identified you as being a baller. And I wore that number several years.
It is the Two Live Stew. Shouts out to the great folks in Detroit, WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit.
Yeah.
The Sports Rap Network is in the building. We appreciate
Good morning,
you guys
Detroit.
and all that you're doing. Have you ever seen a O.J. Simpson jersey, throwback jersey?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen one before. Why?
So you have to have it, right?
Yeah, I'd love to have an OJ jersey.
No,
but at the time when throwback. Go ahead.
I was thinking you would already have one. If you.
Oh no, I don't.
I've never seen one before.
No, I've seen one before, and the ones that I've seen, I think they're bootleg.
Okay.
I think they probably took those off the shelf, man, or they probably didn't even make them. Yeah. Them folk real mad at OJ still, man. Even though he was exonerated by a group of his peers, they don't care, man. They hold grudges.
They don't like the juice, man.
These people. If you fight some goddamn dogs or you allegedly murder your wife, they are never going to forget it.
Allegedly.
They're never going to forget it.
They need to learn to let it go sometimes. Shouts out to
Pittsburgh. The man had a trial.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran. Shouts out to the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. I'm wearing my throwback Mean Joe Green jersey in honor of Mike Tomlin shutting it down. We'll get into that a little bit later, man, but things are about to change in Pittsburgh, and this is something that we don't see often. I'm very excited about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. I'm very excited about watching and listening and reading about their process when it comes to hiring their next coach, which will be their fourth in like 70 years.
So your hat, I'm sorry, I'm going back to the hat. That's the Steelers hat? Okay.
Yes, it is a Steelers hat.
It's a steel worker guy.
Yes.
On one of those beams.
That's right.
Building beams or whatever.
And he's holding a flag over here that says 1954, even though I believe this Mean Joe jersey is a 75 or a 76, but the hat is 1974. When I walked out of distant replays and I was getting the jersey, Andy literally stopped me at the door and he said, "Hey man, you've got to get the hat. Hold on one second, you've got to get the hat."
Right.
And he brought me this hat. So shouts out to Andy and the folks that used to be at Distant Replays. But yeah, old 1954 throwback Steelers hat and the 1975 Mean Joe Green Pittsburgh Steelers jersey.
It is Throwback Thursday, and guess what else today is, man?
If I had to take one guess, man, I would guess that it's a Giving Thursday.
Yeah, it's a Giving Thursday. But wait a minute. Hold on a second. It's a Giving Thursday, but it's Martin Luther the King birthday.
Oh, damn.
It's not no damn Giving Thursday. It is a Giving Thursday. We'll get to that in a second, but it kind of takes precedent, man.
The king been dead, man. We should be pumping up there. This is a Giving Thursday, but hey, yes. Happy birthday to the great king. I believe Tree mentioned that last year we may have overlooked this day. So we wanted to make sure that we did not do that today. That's why we played the music at the beginning of the show, and that's why we're honoring him right now. Happy birthday to the king, man.
It's Martin Luther King's birthday, his real birthday, man.
His real birthday.
Yeah.
Not the holiday that is being overlooked by the current regime in the White House. Not that holiday, but today is the real actual birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I hate him so much.
No, you don't hate him. You don't hate him.
I hate Trump. I hate Trump so much.
Yeah, them people in that Oval Office.
Like Trump is really trying to turn us into Nazi Germany, man.
Real quick, man. I don't want to get into this because we could stay on it all day.
No, hold. We got to get back to what you said originally. It is a Giving Thursday. It's a Giving Thursday.
You all over the place, man.
Well, we got protocol. If you'd like to donate to the show, and we would appreciate it.
When I tried to do that, it wasn't good enough.
You can't
so you shut me down. You shut me down, and then 15 seconds later, you want to make a big hullabaloo of it? Okay, go ahead, man. Do you? Go ahead.
So if you're listening to the show, if you're watching the show,
I'm just here for
people, man. If you'd like to donate to the show, we'd appreciate it. If you're watching us on StreamYard, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol or either a heart symbol. Click on those depending on when you're watching the show and donate $1, $5, $500, $5,000 if you've got it. We would appreciate it. All right? Help us keep the lights on, man. We really, really, really appreciate you so much. All right, go ahead.
We're going to bring up the great folks in WGPR Hot 107.5 HD2 a few times today. Shouts out to y'all. But on yesterday, man, the orange dude was in Detroit in one of the car factories, man. And while he's walking through the car factories, of course, there's people that's giving him praises and Mr. President this, Mr. President that. Someone screams out, "You're protecting pedophiles, you hoe!"
Mm-hmm. Or something like that. I don't think he called him a hoe.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to quote anybody. I'm just saying.
You added that on.
I'm just saying, yeah. You protecting pedophiles, you bitch ass. And the president of the United States, while walking through the plant in Detroit, turns around to that person and does this.
Yeah.
The president.
Yeah, he's so unpresidential. It's unbelievable. Like the things that he does and says, we would never guess in a million years that the president of the United States of America would do and say the things that this guy would act like this. It's so unbelievable. Every day he tops himself, so it's hard to focus and give the attention that, like what he did with the middle finger. That's something that we would have talked about for a month. But now it's like an hour and we move to the next crazy thing.
Not even an hour.
He's made craziness the norm.
It's normal. I expect crazy daily from this dude and his people.
Daily.
Yeah, it is. And like you said, man, I read the story, I saw the picture, and I just flipped the page and kept on going.
You moved on.
Yeah,
you just moved on. Yeah, I just read something this morning, or not this morning, yesterday, where, you know, the whole Project 2025 thing that they had laid out. Yep. And really, I think Stephen Miller wrote it. But part of Project 2025 was to take over Greenland.
Yeah.
Like everything in this Project 2025 is coming to fruition.
For the
like
record,
people
man,
don't believe it. Like people. Go ahead.
I didn't read the Project 25 stuff word for
Most
word.
people didn't because it was like 900 pages.
I skimmed the majority of it.
That's a lot.
Everything is true to scale. It's happening.
Yeah.
Just like they told us a year before dude got back in office. They're doing exactly what was in the document.
Exactly. Everything. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's crazy. Once again, it's very comparable to Nazi Germany. And those people over there didn't think, and it happened slow, like piece by piece. Everything, every step that he takes is closer and closer to dictatorship. And we can say that. That sounds like a strong word, but he's getting, with every action that he does, with ICE and with shooting these boats in the Gulf of Mexico and killing people and going over and we're going to take Venezuela. Like everything he's doing is just piece by piece by piece more increasing his power.
What if some of them people in the Gulf of Mexico was really just out there fishing, man?
What? I'm sure a lot of them were.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yes.
If one person died that had nothing to do with drug running, it's wrong. It's murder.
Well, even the people that were allegedly running drugs, it's still murder.
It's still murder.
You shouldn't do that.
Built on a lie.
They deserve to stand in front of a group of their peers to be. You just can't go blowing up ships.
Why are you killing them instead of apprehending them? As easy as you killed them, which I'm sure a lot of them probably weren't drug runners, had nothing to do with drugs. Instead of killing them, why don't you apprehend them and take them to court?
And he's probably going to order the martial law situation to pop up so people can't vote, and then that's when the dictatorship will really begin.
This is
crazy, let's not get into all of that. Let's not get into all that. Good morning, everybody. It's the Giving Thursday on the Two Live Students Experience. Yes. One last thing.
Got a later story out.
Right.
Dwight Cummings, good morning. Stephen
I
Miller,
did not have access to using my phone call-wise. I could text, I could get emails, but yesterday I was not able to receive or make phone calls with my phone. And let me tell you something. It was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Not having your phone?
Oh, it was great. It was great.
Well, on the cruise, a lot of people do that on the cruise. I don't think we even have a reception on the cruise. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I don't think
the last cruise I was on, we had access to our phones.
Okay. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was about 2 to 3 years ago, but we had access to our phones.
Tree, if you could put it back up that one thing, and I'm going to get to everything else we got going on in the show, lay the show out for you in a second. Put back up Dwight Cummings. That's my folk right there, man. And there we go. Cummings Dwight. Stephen Miller's The Real Danger in History Repeats itself, or at least imitates itself. Absolutely. So you might not remember this name. You know this guy?
Yes.
Who is he?
Stephen Miller.
No, Dwight Cummings.
Oh. I do not remember Dwight.
He was my teammate at Newberry College.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he was starting tailback for the Goose Creek Gators.
Oh, yeah. I remember you used to call and fuss all the time about how the coach was his coach in high school.
Yes!
You were never getting any run. You were better than him. He had no business starting before.
That's not true. That's not true.
Relationships. That's why he was getting.
That's not true. Now, I will say.
No, you called every night. I mean, you called once or twice crying, that damn Dwight.
So I will say this, though. Against Goose Creek, my senior year, and we were both all low country running backs. Me and Dwight, and I can't remember who the third guy was.
Yeah, both of y'all were all low country running backs, but only one of y'all in that game had almost 300 damn yards.
Somebody in that game, Berkeley versus Goose Creek, had 270-something yards.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is.
Real quick, it wasn't 270.
Or maybe 250. Maybe 250.
It was 252 to be exact.
Yeah.
I counted and watched every yard. It was 252. And then the next morning, the newspaper had a huge picture of you on the front of the sports section, and then they had Tommy Bennett runs for 242 yards.
Damn, you got a good memory. So I had changed my jersey. They ripped my jersey in the first half, and I changed my jersey to just an extra jersey which wasn't my number, and they put the wrong name in the freaking newspaper of the guy who we listed at that number. It was crazy.
The day after that, they made a retraction, but it was like half a sentence at the bottom of the last page of the sports page.
Right.
But no, I still have that article somewhere, man.
Yeah, Dwight, good dude, but it's funny how when you go to college and you're on the team with people that you know, or even if you don't know, but in particular people you do know, how you just talk trash to them. You got this that you could talk trash to them about.
College was great.
Year after year after year after year after year after year. Yeah.
College was great, man.
Hey, Reggie Parsons split down coming up in a couple of segments. Stay tuned for that. The Arley Report. All right, where Arley's going to come on and talk about some of the latest entertainment news. Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. And also, go to twolivestewsstore.com. That's twolivestewsstore.com and get all your merch. When we get back from the break, man, Mike Tomlin is out. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. We will. Get back from the break.
Joe Hamilton and I hit it yesterday on In the Huddle with Joe Ham. We hit it yesterday for about an hour, man. I mean, there's so many layers to this thing.
Yeah.
But what a great job Mike Tomlin did as a head coach, and it sounds as if he left on his own terms, but I'll share my thoughts with you when we get back after the break.
Yeah, don't go away. Two Live Stews, sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce. Don't go away. Dwight is a great dude.
He is a great dude, man, but you called him cursing his name like he was a summum or something.
Dwight, don't believe that.
A few times a week.
That's a lie.
My dad was like, Doug's on the phone again. Passed the phone to Mom. He's probably want to talk about that Dwight kid again.
That's a lie.
Listen,
Dwight, don't believe
I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results. Welcome back to your boys, the Two Live Stews. Judge Stuart Ryan's put the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Shouts out to the folks in Detroit, WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network is in the building. And congratulations and a shout out to the great Mary J. Blige, who just signed up to have a residency in Las Vegas that is going to be fire.
Mm-hmm. We talked about her the other day. I think Arley mentioned her in her report, her entertainment report. It was her birthday or something like that. And so today we rock with Mary J., the old school Mary J. Blige music. That's what we're going to do today.
I'm sure you've seen her perform live before, but
I don't think I've seen Mary J. perform live.
Okay.
I mean, other than the videos and stuff I see on TV, I've never been to a Mary J. Blige concert.
All up in the videos. Sir, the Vegas residency with Mary and how Vegas does shows should be freaking epic.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go see Usher. My wife went like 3 times. That's another whole story. We talk about it some other day.
Say what?
Nothing. I don't want to get into that now.
You let your wife go to Vegas 3 times by herself?
I don't want to get into that now. Stop it.
Okay.
But on the heels of her seeing Usher like 3 times, guess what? Daddy's going to see Mary.
Wow.
And I'm not even going to offer to take her. You stay with these damn kids. I'm going to Vegas to hang out with Mary.
I'm trying to think, and I said it the other day, and we got to get to this Tomlin story and give our thoughts. But I said it the other day, man. Mary J. Blige is the soundtrack to my college years. Like if I think of somebody who was real, maybe early on, you know who it was? It was Soul to Soul. When I first got on the yard in 1989, Soul to Soul had just hit Back to Life, Back to Reality. So I remember Soul to Soul a lot. But other than Soul to Soul, I remember Mary J. Blige for like my sophomore, junior, senior year, maybe junior and senior year. She was just fire in the early 90s, man. She's been doing it a long time. I just realized that.
There's a handful of artists that have really provided us hits every summer for a decade plus, and Mary's one of them.
Mary is one of them.
No question about it.
Mary's one of them.
All right,
Absolutely.
Man. Mike Tomlin is gone, man. What's your thoughts, man?
So Mike Tomlin is gone, man. 19 seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers as their head coach. He's the third coach that they've had since 1969. If you look at this illustration, this meme, this is this guy's record. This guy has never had a losing season. Now, what's more remarkable? What's more incredible to you? And I heard y'all say this yesterday on the Joe Hamilton show. The fact that he's never had a losing season in 19 years, or the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all said this, have never fired a coach
right
since 1969.
Right. Yep.
They've only had three coaches. The fact that all three of the coaches that they've hired, only three since 1969, all three of them have stepped down. They haven't fired. They haven't had to call anybody in their office to say, bring your playbook.
Say, beat it. Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
And the owner, the Rooney family, said that they were caught off guard when Tomlin came in and said he was stepping down. They said that, well, the reports say that ownership was looking forward to at least one more year because there's 2 more years on Tomlin's contract.
Mm-hmm.
He just re-upped a year before for a 3-year extension. So they were surprised that Tomlin came in and was like, hey, man, we've had a great one, but I'm shutting it down.
Well,
now, what this means is if someone else wants his services, they'll have to come and talk to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They won't call Mike Tomlin first. They'll call Pittsburgh first, like, hey, what's it going to take for us to get Mike Tomlin from you because we know you have his rights for 2 more years.
Right.
However, everyone is saying that Tomlin will more than likely jump into the TV world for a little while, or he may just take some downtime to find himself.
Mm-hmm.
The research tells me that he's made over $40 million. And if I was Mike Tomlin, I would tell everybody to kiss where the sun don't shine. That is on my black behind.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens.
Amazing record, man. Amazing feat to do what he's done for 19 years. I get it. Because it's not like a situation where, and you just said it, $40 million. It's not like he's hard up for money or anything like that.
Shouldn't be.
He's very, I view him as a very political guy. Like, he's very political. He's very kind of like cautious in whatever he says. You know, whenever he has those legendary press conferences, he's very monotone. He's very businesslike. And this makes him look like the good guy. Go ahead.
I wouldn't call him monotone because he speaks his mind. But I want to say 2 things on the heels of what you just said. One, I still believe that was a forced resignation, but I'm happy that the Steelers did it the way that they did.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
I think he did it because he's just very calculated. Everything he says and does is very calculated. And this makes him look like the good guy. This makes him look a little bit better than getting fired. You can get fired or you can step down.
The second thing I'll say as I wear a Mean Joe Green jersey to honor the Steelers and Mike Tomlin as his last season this past year, the second thing I'll say is the Steelers are about to find out just how much Mike Tomlin was the glue that kept it all together.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into this in a little while with the Dover Dog, Reggie Carson, and his 5th downs. But, sir, they haven't had a quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger. If I name the quarterbacks that they've had, you'd be like, man, how many losing seasons did they get with those guys? None.
Right.
Mike Tomlin is the reason why they sustained success the last 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't hurt much behind sports. I don't hurt much behind sports. It's just sports. You know, I love it to death, but it doesn't hurt me. I was watching the game when the people in them stands in Pittsburgh started saying, "Fire Tomlin." And that hurt me to my heart.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. They're probably going to find somebody that's going to do a great job as well. They're going to find some up-and-comer. They're going to find a young guy in his mid-30s. I think they said 2 to 3 coaches were 34 years old when they got hired, 34 or 37.
Young coach.
No, I think they were 34, and then I think Chuck Noll was hired at age 37 or something like that. So they're going to find a young up-and-comer, somebody that's going to come in there and probably do the same job. All evidence says that they're going to find the right guy.
Okay.
They're going to find a guy that's going to come in and do very well at that job.
Let me see this right here. Shouts out to June B77. Mike also did the draft. I disagree with that, June B77.
What do you mean he did the draft?
Selected the ingredients to cook in the kitchen with.
I've never heard that before.
Pick the players.
I've never heard that before.
I disagree
wholeheartedly.
wholeheartedly.
I don't think any coach.
Yeah, like there's coaches that have their opportunity to say who they want.
Yeah,
no question,
I
question.
I agree with that, but I don't think Mike Tomlin's saying, "Yeah, let's go ahead and take this guy."
Okay.
I don't think it works like you play in the NFL. It doesn't work like that, right?
If it did work like that, why wouldn't he have taken Shedeur Sanders after that 3rd round? Why wouldn't he have taken Shedeur Sanders in that 4th round? Why wouldn't he have taken Shedeur Sanders in that 5th round? If it works like that. He knew he needed a quarterback. He knew he needed a young quarterback. So that's why I argue with people. I don't know exactly how strong he was in the draft room when it came to picking the groceries that he was forced to cook with. But no matter what happened in that draft room, no matter what happened in that front office, he's the reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers held things together the way they did. And I believe he will be ultimately missed.
So let's not get back into the whole conversation the other day about Matt Ryan. But in my mind, the head coach does, I don't know, 10% of the recruiting, of the scouting. And then the other 90% is the GM and the scouts, right?
That's the GM's job. It's the scouts.
The GM's job, right?
It's the scouts to gather. It's the scouts to gather the information.
Right,
but
the data.
If McVay wants a left tackle with that first pick, you best believe they're getting the left tackle, and they're going to talk to him about who they're taking. No, I don't want that one.
Right. But every pick in every round. And not only that, if McVay wants a left tackle, it's evident they need a left tackle. And the GM's going to do the due diligence and go and watch a bunch of left tackles and look at a bunch of film of left tackles. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you put a percentage on how much input the head coach has in taking a player. I think it's probably minuscule.
I've got 2 buddies that are scouts in the National Football League. I'll contact them and ask them, and I'll see what they reply with. I've got to think that you're not just going to call the head coach and say, "Here's what we decided to do in the 1st round, in the 2nd round, and in the 3rd round with whatever picks we have." I just think that he's going to have more input to what, again, the chef in the kitchen cooking with the ingredients that are given to him. Is he picking the ingredients or is he just cooking? He's got to have some say in that.
Well, I'm not saying he doesn't have say, but I'm saying it's very small. Do you think Mike Tomlin or any coach, John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh, any coach you name, freaking Chuck Noll, you think they got time to watch college football, to sit around and watch college football? The season's going at the same time. Now, they probably watch Sports Center just as much as the average dude does, and they see highlights, but scouts are watching film every day. They're at practices. They watch a ton of film, and that's what they do.
These coaches are very regimented, and the first day of the first day that we met as a team every year, Bobby Ross went through the entire Detroit Lion handbook, word for word. Not just this section and that section, word for word.
Okay.
And after that, we would break and go get lunch, have a meeting, and we would come back, and Bobby Ross would go over the entire schedule from every day, from that day to the end of the season.
I hope you're trying to say that he doesn't have time. Coaches don't have time to watch college football players in film.
That's part of the regimen.
Is what?
Yeah. Sitting down and talking with the scouts, sitting down and reviewing film, looking at players, talking about who you want.
Well, y'all got a game this Sunday coming up?
Sir, there's 24 hours in a day, and during the season, the majority of head coaches are at the stadium 16 to 18 hours.
Okay.
They're working. That's part of the job.
And he's talking about college guys.
I'm going to hit the scouts that I know and ask them. But, sir, the head coach runs the entire franchise.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to hear your report on that. How much time does a head coach have in scouting players in college while their seasons are going on at the same time?
Hey, man, Jim Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin are coming off of contracts where they made $18 million. You don't think they got no say in who they're allowed to call
I didn't
the
say
plays?
that. I didn't say they don't have any say. That's a double negative. But
okay.
I'm not saying that. But in the grand scheme of things, they aren't watching college football players, man. I would think they're too busy doing other stuff like getting ready for the game they got coming up this Sunday.
That could be factual, but we'll see. I'll contact my guys and find out.
What I would say is 15%. They've got 15% input in who they're going to take in the draft because that's not what they do all day.
Well,
I wouldn't think.
One of the reasons why the Cincinnati Bengals are the Cincinnati Bengals is because I think they've got 4 scouts on their roster.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 scouts that they have, the Ravens, the Falcons, and the Lions have maybe 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, again, they're not watching every player, no. But there's people that report to that coach that's watching every snap of every player that they have interest in. That's their job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some of the guys, and we're going to get into this a little bit deeper a little bit later, but some of the guys that are out there as possible replacements, Brian Flores' name keeps coming up a lot. Robert Saleh, the former 49ers DC, or not former, he's still 49ers defensive coordinator. Clint Kubiak, offense coordinator for the explosive Seattle Seahawks offense. Kevin Stefanski's name is being thrown out a lot. I don't understand that. Like that big mess that they had in Cleveland this year.
I can explain that.
How he handled the whole Shedeur Sanders situation. Go ahead.
That's these folk doing what they do. They take care of each other.
Now, he was 2-time coach of the year.
But I'm not hiring you coming off of a season where you won 4 damn games, 5 games, 3 games, whatever it was. Why do I want you on my roster as my head coach when you just had a season where you mismanaged the assets and you didn't win no damn games?
Chris Shula, I got to imagine that's Don's great grandkid or somebody like that. Shula with the last name Shula. Mike McDaniel, who got fired from the Miami Dolphins, his name is out there. You think he's going to get another shot?
I think he's going to be a coordinator for somebody, and he's going to do an outstanding job.
Vance Joseph, the Broncos defensive coordinator, his name's been talked about over the last couple of years as well. It's the end of an era. And go ahead.
Nobody that you just named is going to get this Steeler job because we know those names.
That's not what they do.
They don't do it like that.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
They're going to they've been doing their due diligence for the last few years.
I remember when they hired Tomlin, and I first heard the name, and they threw the name out on SportsCenter. The Pittsburgh Steelers are hiring Mike Tomlin. I was like, who
that?
Like, who the hell is Mike Tomlin?
I knew who he was because he was a Vikings defensive coordinator at the time when they got him. But yeah, they're not going to hire somebody that's a retread. They're going to hire someone that they believe in and that they trust and that they've done their due diligence on. And when they hire him, they're going to leave him alone for at least a decade.
When I've said this so many times that the greatest stat in sports history is that the Steelers have had 3 coaches in 50 years. I think that maybe a bigger and more impressive stat is they've never fired a coach in 50-something years.
Yeah, they all part amicably.
How many coaches have the Cleveland Browns fired since 1969?
I hadn't done that research, but I do know that off the blank.
You would guess 50-something, right?
No question. Yeah, too many coaches, too many quarterbacks.
Yeah, man.
Sir,
that's just
off the blank has owned this Falcons team for right around 20 years, and the math says every 2.4 years he hires and fires a coach. That's no way to find success.
Right.
It's just not.
So here
you got to hire somebody and let them cook. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Chuck Knowles had 3 losing seasons before he found his swag.
Who's bigger fans, Pittsburgh Steelers fans or Dallas Cowboy fans? Steelers got a lot to be proud of, man. When you look at consistency, we that's the key word for today.
That's a great question.
If you're a Steelers fan, Clemson Mitch, the bros from Clemson, he's been a Steelers fan ever since he was a little boy. Our generation are Steelers fans because we grew up in the 70s where they won all the Super Bowls. They had all the Hall of Fame players. So people in their early to mid-50s are either Steelers fans or Cowboys fans for the most part.
Sir,
if you're a Steelers fan, you have a lot to be proud of. I'll give y'all that.
I'm going to say the Steelers were more so than the Cowboys.
Yeah. All right, when we get back from the break, the great Reggie Carson's coming on with his 5th down. 5 biggest stories that he's paying attention to in the NFL coming up this weekend.
We may have stepped on his report a little bit, but it's okay. He'll find a way to make it entertaining as he always does.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so don't go away. 2 Live Stews, Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Texas Pete Hot Sauce.
Shouts out to you, Detroit, WGPR. We appreciate y'all, man.
Folks hate the damn ground OJ walk on, man.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Welcome back to your boys, the 2 Live Stews. Just Gordon Ryan, so to make up of those stews, and this is your 2 Live Stews experience. Shouts out to the good folks at WGPR, Hot 107.5, FM Radio HD2. The Dover Dog is in the building. What up, Reg?
What's going on, dude? What's going on? Hey, Ryan, you never step on anything, brother. This is all love. This is all yours, my good brother.
No, bro. It's ours, bro, when it comes to this segment, and I'm really looking forward to your report, bro. But before we get into the report, bro, in your opinion, how outstanding has the football been the past couple of weeks in the National Football League and in college, bro? Just in your humble opinion.
Hey, this is like the best time of the year. We had a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's just been football. It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah. It's been absolutely amazing. Doug, go ahead and introduce our guest, Doug, like you always do.
What team? Reggie Carson, Fox Sports contributor, has been joining us every Thursday for the entire season, really, in the NFL, with his hot sports takes and the NFL, his hot NFL takes in general. Before we get to the things that you have listed in your 5th down, let's talk a little bit about your Eagles.
But he's got that at number 4, so we can wait to get to that. He's got that at number 4.
I want to get to it.
This is why I love the bros. The bros want to just
I think the people watch the show.
He wants a nanny boo-boo moment.
No, hold on. I think the people that watch the show know that you're a devout Eagles fan.
That's a fact.
And that you're on social media, repping your team, jerseys, hats, and all of that. We want to get your raw emotion about what happened with the Eagles this past weekend, man, in their playoff game.
So let me tell you this. Let me.
I'm changing your order.
Let me put my 5th down as talking about my birds and what they did. And look. This is nothing that's new. This is nothing that's surprising anybody. I've talked about this. The offensive line did not do what it needed to do this year. And I think they had a little bit of playoff fatigue. Remember now, Philadelphia's been playing extra games from the Super Bowl 3 years ago to last year. They had the early playoff wild card miss the other year. They've been playing extra games. That's extra load on top of a 17-game season on their offensive line, and it showed up. It just showed up.
What are your thoughts about A.J. Brown? Well chronicled, dropped several passes in the last game. Very emotional every time the camera panned to him. Seems like he was mad. What do you think they're going to do? That's a big issue with that team. So,
look, again, goes with that heart and that head. The heart says ship A.J. out of there. Let's just start over again, trade him, and let's make it happen. The head says you can't do it. He's a $48 million cap hit. A $48 million dead cap hit is A.J. Brown if you trade him. So I don't see them doing that. The Philadelphia Eagles are very good when it comes down to managing the cap, and to take a hit like that on a player that still is an outstanding player, it just doesn't make any sense. Unless he is that much of a cancer in the locker room, and I'm not hearing anything that even says anything close to that.
Fox Sports contributor Reggie Carson joins us on the Two Live Stews experience with his 5 downs, his 5th down. Bro, I know I rearranged your order a little bit. Give us your 4th thing that you're really paying attention to this weekend.
So the 4th thing, you guys were already talking about that, and that's that CEO position up in Western Pennsylvania. The Steelers are going after their 4th head coach in franchise history, which is unheard of to have 4 coaches, and you're going into having 4 coaches in your entire NFL existence. It's that time. Now I will say this: the Pittsburgh culture in Western Pennsylvania is a little bit different than it is all across the National Football League landscape. Them going and hiring a Tomlin, them going and hiring a Noel, them go and going after a Cowher or a Pick or a coach that nobody's really heard of in the past. It fits into that culture of that landscape. I do believe that they're going to do that again. Like you said, they've been doing their due diligence. Pittsburgh is not the best situation if you're looking at, where do you want to go to coach right now?
Quarterback, right, yeah.
Because they don't have a quarterback in play. And it's been a destination that Tomlin has done what he's done at coaching them up and getting them, a little bit above the mean, a little bit above where the average is. So they don't have that top pick to go get that franchise quarterback. They've been in a little bit of situations with that. However, they're still the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I expect them to go and get, dare we say, somebody like a Marcus Freeman, a young coach who has that pedigree that can definitely come in and get them to Lombardi land.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ryan, but let's go to your number 3 story, bro. Talk to us a little bit about your number 3 story.
So number 3 is the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are getting ready to play a playoff game, and they got 3 wide receivers on the roster.
Wow.
This is crazy. Like, I was looking at the waiver wire yesterday to see if they picked up somebody. They got 3 wide receivers, and one of their wide receivers, I hate to say it, is Keon Coleman, because I was one of the biggest Keon Coleman fans when he came out of
Florida State.
Out of Michigan State and out of Florida State. I was watching this kid when he balled against Michigan when he was with Michigan State, and he was absolutely lights out. I hate to see that he's going through some type of head case situation right now, but Buffalo definitely's got to lean on their running game, and of course, Josh and his cape. Can Josh do what Josh does? But to go into a game, Doug, with 3 wide receivers in the playoffs in the divisional round, that's a tall order.
That's unbelievable. I'm on the record, though, bro. I feel like that the Bills somehow going to find a way. This is the year, out of all the years that Josh Allen has these opportunities and made it to the playoffs, he's got more playoff wins than Lamar Jackson. It just seems like this year right now, everything is lining up outside of the fact that they do have injury issues with the offense. You're exactly right.
Look, man, they got 17 back there, the former MVP. He's still current MVP right now. The guy is a stud. The guy is a stud. When the guy takes off, man, what's Josh running? Probably like a 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, somewhere in that range. And at his size, he's a haul, man, to bring down. So, that's a whole nother component of the Bills, which is Josh taking off and running when everything just breaks down. Like you, I'm not betting against the Buffalo Bills with my heart. With my head says differently because they're going to Denver. But we're going to see.
We'll see. Talking to Reggie Carson right now with the Two Live Stews experience. What's going on, man? You all right?
Yeah, I got a little glitch over here, man. I'm trying to figure it out. Just be patient with me while I figure it out, please. That's all.
Well, bro, let's talk about your story number 2. The Chicago Bears, who I'm paying homage to today on the show. Tell us about your thoughts on the Bears.
Look, I'm actually watching the Windy City in Chicago and seeing what's going on up there. Is Caleb the real deal at quarterback, or is this cardiac comeback something more what the Commanders did last season? Now, cardiac seasons, they do happen in the National Football League, but they die out too in the National Football League. So the Commanders had it last year. Is this the Bears' time? Are the Bears playing with house money? Or is Caleb really that dude? That's the real question that's out there.
Let me just say this real quick, Doug. Bro, he misses a lot of open receivers, but he makes just about every damn near impossible throw that he's not supposed to make. And when you've got a coach like Ben Johnson who's really good and who knows quarterbacks and who knows just arm motions and all that stuff, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to get Caleb to be at the best he could possibly be. And, bruh, that's scary. That's really scary.
Yeah, for a second year, and again, for a second year quarterback playing at this time, because we got to remember this kid is still young. He's not a veteran. And balling out and doing what he's doing, like you said, Ryan, some of the easy plays he's just not making, but some of those unbelievable falling down, throwing it from the side and everything. This kid has got ability out the wazoo. Yeah. And I'm not putting any money against Chicago moving on because they are cardiac, and I do believe in that karma thing in the NFL. This just might be the Bears' year.
Yeah, they just got to figure out how to put some points up on the board in the first half. If they can get any production, any more scoring production in the first half, they got a real shot to winning this weekend, man.
If their coach stopped going for it on 4th and 5 on the 15-yard line, they wouldn't find themselves in negative situations like they did in that first half of the last game. But I digress.
Hey, man, he's a gunslinger. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta have the moxie in the head football coach. That's a whole nother story. I know we were talking about that with Tomlin. That's a whole nother story I would love to dive into with you guys. Just the CEO mindset and the franchise mindset of the head football coach and where they actually sit in that franchise. So the man is setting the tone, and that's what I believe you hire a head football coach to do. Set the tone. The man is setting a tone right now.
Bro, before we get to number 1, are you a fan of teams that have a bye coming back and playing at their top efficiency? Or are you one of the guys, kind of like I am, that thinks that bye week can be somewhat dangerous to a few teams?
It sneaks up on you. I definitely like to see you continue to play and have the hot hand. There's something about going into a game where you already won a game and you went through the playoff test and the playoff battle, especially if you went on the road. And we had teams that went on the road. So now going in and jumping on the road, you have a better opportunity. That being said, it's going to be a little bit dicey and a little bit of a football games coming up this weekend.
All right, number one this weekend, bro. Upsets. You're talking about upsets.
Upsets. Which one of the number one? This is one I wanted to throw out to you guys. Which one of the number 1 teams do you see actually having a chance to not get past their home game season coming up? So you got Denver, who's taking on Buffalo. Doug, you had mentioned some things about Buffalo. You're not betting against them, and you got Seattle going in and taking on the Niners. The Niners actually going in to Seattle and taking on the Seahawks. Personally, I think both home teams, I had them winning. I talked about both these number one seeds. I just think it's very difficult to play in both these areas. I definitely think it's difficult to play in Denver with the altitude. So my take is I think that Denver is the team that's going to win. I don't know if they're going to win by a lot versus Buffalo, because Buffalo is definitely banged up. Ryan, you weren't on here. We talked about the fact that they only had 3 wide receivers on their roster, which is crazy as hell. And I believe that Seattle is going to win, even though the Niners are the Niners and bang, bang 49ers. They're just banged up and hurt. They don't have Kittle. Trent is still hobbling around out there. There's some talk that their linebackers might be coming back. I don't know. But I want to throw it out there because generally speaking, one of these number one seeds has a good chance of going down this weekend.
Yeah. So the Bills, and I've been talking about the Bills all morning long, how I think everything is lining up for them. The problem is they got to go into Denver. They got to go into Mile High. Do they still play in Mile High?
They still play.
And that's one of the best
They're
defenses
still
in
playing
the league.
that altitude.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's
So
right.
they're still going to Mile High. Out of all the other games, 49ers, Seahawks, Texans, Patriots, the Rams on the road, even though they're the favorite, the Rams on the road in Chicago in that cold weather, anything can happen. That defense gets cooking, man. I can see Chicago winning at home this weekend against the Rams.
Okay.
Before we let Reg go, read that, Doug, before we let Reg go.
Stafford is 1-19 when the weather's below. Ooh, I didn't even realize that.
And stats are just stats. You know, you can't read too much into them.
That's a big one.
There's usually some validity to all of them. 1-19, that's not good. And again, y'all mentioned it while I was out. Buffalo and the 49ers, both teams dealing with serious injuries, facing two teams that are really in sync and playing good football, facing two good defenses. I think this is where Buffalo and the 49ers could go down this weekend.
Good stuff. Bro, great stuff, team.
We appreciate you, dog. Outstanding job, bro.
We'll see you next week.
Hey, I want to shout out to Mike McDaniel. Come on over to Philly. Come on over to Death Row, baby. Come on over to Death Row.
We appreciate you, Carson.
Appreciate you, bro.
Everybody's pining for the great McDaniels to be a part of their staff. I think the only reason why he hadn't taken on a coordinator's position to date, because I know he's been offered. Detroit jumped on the phone with him the minute he was fired. I know that to be a fact. I think the only reason why he hadn't taken an offensive coordinator's position yet is because he's waiting to see if someone offers him the opportunity to coach again as a head coach. He will not be looking for work long if he does not get a head coaching job. Hopefully, Detroit will be the team that scoops him up.
You know why he's so coveted, man? Why do you think he's so coveted?
Well, he's a great offensive mind. That's why.
Right. I think people, the league, I think they look at him as some type of genius. He's a smart guy because he's a little. He looked like he weighs about 120 pounds. Don't look like he ever played football before. He looks like the guy that was playing Dungeons and Dragons in middle school. Speaking of which, that's a big theme of Stranger Things. I don't know if you've seen Stranger Things.
I watched my first episode last night, the first one, and I enjoyed it. I fell asleep on it a couple times, woke up and rewound it. So I'm going to get into that, but it looks like something I'm going to like. When it comes to Mike McDaniels, man, in Detroit, we fell short this year because Ben Johnson's gone, and clearly he was a huge part of the success of our offense. When Dan Campbell took over offensive play calling duties, it did not allow him to continue to manage the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great team manager. If you hire a coordinator like McDaniels to run your offense, you don't have to stick your head in the offensive meeting room at all. He's a head coach that knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to calling plays, when it comes to strategizing, when it comes to putting the right people in the right places. So I would love for my team to get him, but any team that gets him, if he's not a head coach and an OC, will definitely be upgrading their staff for sure.
Yeah, he's like a football nerd.
No
and
question.
I can see. So you think he's going to? If you had to put a percentage on it right now, you think it's 50% that 50% or more or less that he'll get a job as a head coach this year? There's nine openings out there right now.
No.
Last time I counted.
No. I do not think he'll be a head coach because what did he do in Miami the last 2 years?
It felt like he lost the team.
Right. So I'm not giving him another team to figure things out. Let me see you be an OC. Let me see you have wild success as an OC, and then I'll consider giving you another job later on down the line.
All right. When we get back from the break, the Arleywood Report with Ollie Michelle. Our cruise director as well. I'm sure she's going to give us an update on the Two Live Stews cruise, with the stews while we watch the Super Bowl.
Ollie looking like she just got out the chair from getting her hair done. Them curls is curling this morning. Golly. Woo! I see you, Hollywood.
Yeah, so Ollie's coming up next to give us some entertainment news, talk about the cruise and all of that. Don't go anywhere.
We got 30 seconds or so. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Give me the top 3 jobs that's available right now, in your opinion. 3 to 1.
Atlanta,
it's
Pittsburgh.
3. Pittsburgh, okay.
Atlanta, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore.
Man, Pittsburgh's defense is struggling, and they ain't got no.
But it's Pittsburgh. You get a job. You think a coordinator wouldn't want Pittsburgh's job over any other job?
That's a very right. When you get that job, you got a job for 2 decades.
And Baltimore, we forget sometimes that Baltimore is an expansion team. Really, they've been one of the hallmarks to the league, man, as far as a franchise and professionalism, and they always built around great defense. Give me Baltimore, man. And you got Lamar Jackson.
I had Falcons 3. I had Giants 2, and I had Baltimore 1.
Giants. Oh.
Defense and quarterback. They got a quarterback, and they got an owner that spends money. All 3 of those teams have owners that spend money, and all 3 of those teams have a quarterback.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see, man. It's
Steelers gonna have to give up some picks to move up early in the draft this year to get a quarterback. They're gonna have to do that. They just can't keep doing what they're doing and Brett Favre and rehash this guy and this guy. Nah, they can't keep doing that.
We got entertainment up next with the Two Live Stews with Hollywood. Y'all keep it locked. Two Live Stews experience.
Yep.
Hello there, it's your favorite cruise director, Arlie Michelle, and you want to be on the inaugural Cruise with the Stews, February 6th through 9th. What's up, Stew Nation? We want to see you out on the big water for the big game, and we cannot wait! Have you signed up to go with us on the cruise yet? If you haven't, there is still time. We want to see everybody's face in the place. We're going to be celebrating from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas, and back. You want to be in the place. Can't wait to see ya. Yay! We're so excited. We're going to cruise together. Cruising with you, cruising with you, cruising with you. Come on, y'all. Ah!
Welcome back to the Two Live Stews and your Two Live Stews experience. We're happy to be joined by the great Hollywood is in the building.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm still out here in these United States streets. I'm back and forth like a ping pong. No, back and forth and forth.
Ollie, you travel a lot. You travel often. And I don't want to get in your business, and I don't want everybody in the world in your business. But what the hell are you doing in these streets, Ollie? 1 minute you're in Arizona, next minute you're in Tennessee, next minute you're in Chicago for 2 hours. Now you're back on the road. I mean, Ollie, Ollie, let's just be straight up. You running drugs in these streets?
God damn.
I'm running drugs.
Why would you say something like that?
Get to the bag, Ollie. Golly.
You and Tree real unfiltered this morning.
Ryan, you're about as bad as how Doug had Tree in Czechoslovakia and Belgium and all that stuff. I have not been to Arizona, anybody. Please. The other places he named, perhaps, but not Arizona.
Hey, Ollie, happy Martin Luther King birthday today.
there.
What was I was going to ask you? Oh, the incident that happened at church that I was telling you about on Monday.
They took over the service.
Where they took over the service. She hijacked the service. Did you get any more intel on that?
Nope. That was,
Okay.
I'm telling you, it happened before. It had happened at a service a couple of times before, particularly at the start of the new year. Everybody's just high and our spirits are high, but it happened once before. Pastor PT, shout out to the bros, the good bros that preach. He welcomes it.
Right. Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
went to go look at it, but they were showing, I couldn't find the 10 o'clock service. I was trying to drive and do it at the same time. So I'm going to sit and look at it because I want to worship too. And before I finish, I want to send a shout out to my cousin, Nicole. Okay. I want y'all to see my shirt. She sent me this. It says, caution, may spontaneously start singing.
Oh, that's a great shirt.
Yeah.
That's a great shirt.
I like the shirt.
Girl, when I saw this shirt, I thought about you.
Did you
You can stand up at any time and show us them girls. I mean, any shirt that you're wearing, Ollie. That's awesome.
Did you kick it for the Delta's anniversary? Or
No, I'm down here in Louisiana, and you would have thought I would have hung out with the Messiahs, but my old line sisters that are here and my DP, they lame.
I would never say my DP is. I got the greatest DP in the history of the world.
Hey,
Shouts out to John.
lame today.
Spring '88, Death Row 17, politely nasty. One of the loudest buzz that ever came through the chapter.
I spent some time on the phone with the great Marco Coleman on yesterday, and we both talked about how two guys that used to party a lot in these streets, we don't care about being in them streets at all.
Yes.
It just changes when you get a little bit older. Marco's like, man, I'll enjoy a cigar, I'll enjoy a drink, but I'll do all of that while I'm in the convenience of my own home. I don't have the patience for people anymore. And Ollie, I think that's what it is. I don't think they're just lame. I just think we're over it. We've been there and done that because we've kicked it a lot in these streets.
Well, clearly I didn't kick it enough. I'm ready. And I told, now she wanted, well, when everybody else, because we're going to get together. I'm going to Xavier's campus today, and I'm going to hang out with, so we were all independents our freshman year.
Y'all got a plot on the campus?
Yeah. We ain't in trouble this time.
Okay.
We stay in trouble now. Gamma Alpha, shout out to the great Gamma Alpha. We stay in some trouble. So,
Arlie, give us an update on the cruise. I just realized there's a lot of my people and our people coming on this cruise. Our cousin John is coming on the cruise. John Rivers.
I'm gonna get to meet John. Y'all Rivers, John Rivers. But anyway,
yeah.
Listen.
I want you to meet John. Yeah.
I heard he was crazy. I heard y'all all was bad children.
That's one of my favorite cousins.
Already gave me.
That's one of my favorite cousins.
Me and John grew up together. We're the same age. As a matter of fact, he's 3 days older than me. But he's got 5 sisters. So it's him and one of his sisters coming on the cruise as well. One of my tight men.
Diapers.
Yes.
I can tell her she changed your diapers.
One of my tight men from my freshman year at South Carolina State, Dundee, Big Doc. You remember Doc?
Doc coming on the cruise.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. Give us an update, Ollie.
Delta Kappa 97. Brown is going to be on the cruise with the bros. We're going to have a good time, man.
We're going to have a good time. Listen, Doug, I want to tell you, sweetheart, we talked about this on the little meeting. You can buy Wi-Fi, so you're going to be able to talk to people. But I think I'm going to play the Ryan card and be like, I couldn't afford it, and I'm just not going to talk to nobody for 3 days. Tell people, try not to die. Try not to have no accidents. Don't need.
You know what? Maybe my mind's just thinking it's a vacation. Throw the phone away.
Put it away.
Phone off. Let's relax and. I'm going to drink so much alcohol. I'm really going to try to pace myself because in situations like this, I overdo it. Because it's free alcohol.
It's not free. You're going to pay for it, but it's impossible to pace yourself on a cruise. I'm going to have a beer or a shot before I brush my teeth in the morning and before I leave my suite. It's going to be a good time had by all involved.
We're going to have a funky good time. We're going to take you high. Okay. So listen, for those who are not going with us, you still probably have time. You can catch a cruise, a stateroom somewhere. As a matter of fact, I'm in a room by myself. You want to come stay with me? Come on down. But you got to pay for that. And
what? Wait a minute. Rewind. What'd you just say?
I don't think she meant to say what she just said.
I didn't say it. I didn't mean it like that. I meant to pay for your space in my room. God, too many. You leave out one word. They taught us that in law. You leave out a comma, a period. It could change the whole dynamic of your whole situation.
That's true. Anyway, got the whole Stu listenership
just lost their minds.
Right.
So for those who don't know, are new to the show, or you haven't been listening for the last 7-8 months, the 2 live stews, these fantastic gentlemen, are taking us on a cruise.
Yes.
It'll be our inaugural. It's the True Life Cruise inaugural cruise, and this year we're going to the Great Nassau, Bahamas. We will sail from Friday, February 6th, from the beautiful Miami, Florida, really Fort Lauderdale area, and then we will take the Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas to the Perfect Day at Coco Cay on Saturday. On Sunday, Nassau, Bahamas, where we will enjoy the city, and then we will come back and we will join one another. So bring your favorite gear from whatever team you're cheering for or not cheering for. We're going to watch the game. We're going to talk some trash. We're going to have some fun. And then we're going to come on back and we're going to do it again next year.
My wife told me I need to go ahead and pack. I'm like, pack for what? I'm taking 3 pairs of swim trunks. I'm taking some flip-flops, and I'm taking a jersey for the game. That's it.
Some extra draws. You're absolutely right. And the big thing about it is we got to reiterate this. We are watching. It's a Super Bowl cruise. We are watching the Super Bowl on the boat. It's going to be crazy. First one ever. All right.
Watching the Super Bowl on the boats. Yeah. I just want to know I got to think about who's left so I can cheer for the right somebody. I don't know. I don't think I have a dog in the fight still.
Right.
I guess I got the black quarterback in Houston. I gotta look at my list. So
he played like doo-doo. He had the worst game I've ever seen a quarterback have in the history of quarterbacks playing games. I don't even want to talk about CJ Stroud, even though I won my money with him. I don't even want to talk about him. All right, let's get to that report. What you got?
Anyway, so yeah. First up, you know how we do. We have birthdays out there for all the students.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Thank you, studio audience. You're far too kind. Thank you.
They are far too kind. Doug, I'm going to get you this shirt spontaneously start singing. You need a shirt too.
I need that shirt.
So I want to say the beautiful and talented and gifted Regina King. I love me some Regina King.
Me too.
55 today. Double nickels. Shout out.
Happy birthday, Regina. Happy birthday to her. I like her a lot.
I do too. I loved her in that show where they were like rotating parts. She played a Muslim woman in the first season, and she played like this rich woman in the next season with kids who were having some issues. I can't think of American something. It was a great show. And my line sister actually was her, you know how they hire somebody to tell you how you're supposed to do stuff? She was that person. So that was so cool. She got to meet and
so her two roles probably that we remember from first, the little daughter on 227, right?
Yeah.
And then also she was Ice Cube's sister.
Yes.
In the Friday movies. But she's so much bigger than that. Like you would never guess from those roles that she would have the career that she's had. Phenomenal.
She's one of the boys on the Boondocks too.
Yeah, she is
that
the voice.
One, she does both.
She does both of them?
She does both voices. Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely amazing.
And she has a new wine line out, American Crime. Thank you, my duty 803. She has a new a wine out. I can't think of the name. It has something the name Orange in the title in honor of her son who committed suicide.
Yeah. I didn't even know about that. Wow.
Yeah, it's horrible. Young Dro, shoulder lean.
Oh, I love my Young Dro. I love Young Dro.
He was 47 today. Mexican-born American actor Mario Van Peebles, one of the first, directors that everybody knew that was out there in the map as an African American, but he's actually Mexican born, is 69 today.
Whoa, wait a minute.
He's 70
Mario Van Peebles is a Mexican?
Well, he's Mexican born. His daddy is African American. His mama is German. He just happened to be born.
That's right, because his daddy was a director producer as well.
He's Van Peebles too.
Huh?
I can't think his first name. Van Peebles though as well.
Wow. Okay. Who would have known? Who would have thought it? Okay.
And we want to send happy birthdays for yesterday. LL Cool J is hard as LL Cool J, y'all, is 59.
Okay. So we're going to come back with some LL on the next show.
Slick Rick, you can't leave. Hey, young world. Slick Rick and LL just have the same birthday. Slick Rick is 62.
What? Oh, my gosh. Happy birthday to the storyteller, Slick Rick.
He's a storyteller, boy. Somebody on Facebook yesterday asked who's the best storytellers in rap. I said Slick Rick and Biggie have to share the #1 spot, and I will put Scarface at #2.
They tell you can see it when they say it.
It's a lot of great storytellers. Coogee Rap's
a great storyteller.
Real good storyteller.
And I want to send 2 birthday shout outs tomorrow to the I Love Her Debbie Allen. She will turn 76, and Sade will be 67.
Happy birthday, Debbie Allen.
I want to see Carter in concert. I've never seen her in concert. I got to see her, at some point before I don't know if she's still doing concerts, but I want to see her.
Took a long time for me to look at Debbie Allen in a different light on what was she on Fame?
Fame. Yeah.
Her first character is the dope head on Good Times. JJ's girlfriend, the dope head, went to the bathroom with the little rubber band. I was like, oh shit, no.
Debbie. I love Debbie Allen. I want my life to be like Debbie. She has a school in Dallas where is an performing arts school. I want Debbie Allen's life.
Was that not traumatic when she did that in the episode of Good Times?
It hurt my heart.
I was just shocked. Like, what's going on? She pulled out the damn needle and the rubber band. I was like, holy shit, what is this?
In the back, in her cute little dress too, while she was doing it. I was like, cute
what's going on? It was messing with a crackhead. Didn't even know it.
Yes. And Teal Dog, you are absolutely right. Those are two of the most beautiful and talented sisters in the just dynamic. She and her sister Felicia. It's not Felicia, it's Felicia.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna try to get a story or two in here. Listen, I didn't even know this had happened until the settlement happened. L.A. Reid, you all know him as the part of the duo of L.A. and Babyface for LaFace Records. L.A. Reid reached a settlement yesterday or day before with his accuser. So let's go back. Back in 2021, this young lady, her last name is Dixon. We are unrelated to the people. Drew Dixon is her name. Used that statute that in 2023 under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which allowed claims otherwise barred to be brought forward. You had a year. So whenever it happened, you could come in and say, okay, I was sexually assaulted in some way. She filed a lawsuit saying that Reid had, and I didn't know this term. I had to look it up. When I say it, nobody needs to laugh. He had digitally assaulted her.
What the hell does that mean?
Come on.
Right. That's what I want to know. So digitally means you use like a digit, your finger, your toes, or something like that, in your assault of the person. That he
said something like some penis pics or something.
No, she said you use your foot or your fingers.
It refers to
digits of your hands, of your extremities,
or toes.
Okay. All right.
Girly parts or the exit. In the context of sexual offenses, the term digital derives from the English word digit, not electronic devices or the internet. So that's what I'm just pulling definition. They did not say what the amount was, but she's hopeful. Right. I know.
Wait a minute. I'm still trying to figure this out. What are you saying? He fingered her to death? What?
Well, no, not necessarily. He could have told her to death. It doesn't have to be a finger. It could be
told her.
He could have thumbed her to death. But it was something to do with them extremities.
I shouldn't make fun of this because it sounds like it's
we're not laughing at the
situation.
situation. Yeah, we're not laughing at the situation.
She says that he so y'all know L.A. Reid shaped some big careers, but he said he derailed. She was a music executive. He groped, kissed, and digitally penetrated her without consent on 2 occasions. When she went to speak against it, he got her blackballed out of the place, and she has been fighting ever since. They did settle the lawsuit on the day that they were about to pick the jury. So it's time to go to jury. And they were like, hold up. Let's just put this. So it didn't really make or have a lot of, it didn't make a lot of noise. You know what I mean?
Stinky Pinky. Yeah.
Yeah.
You bringing the shit out of her when she took him to court.
Well, you're not supposed to touch me if I don't want you to.
That's true.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, so
no means no.
I guess in his mind, he probably thought if I'm not doing it, with my sexual organ, I can't get in trouble.
Right. But you can get in trouble for any of that.
Wow.
Now you know. I mean, if you do something to me, that's like, even if you grope me, like grab my butt and you're not supposed to, I can get you for harassment.
Ollie, my 8th and 9th grade girlfriend can't come back and get me, can she? Because I was digitally her down. If I said that correct, if that's right.
Oh my God.
I had digits in that newsie every morning for a year and a half.
With that hole in your pocket.
This is really not. This is really not funny.
This
right?
Is
I knew the hole in the pocket was going to come back.
That's true. I'm sorry. I should
right.
not apologize.
It sounds crazy. When I saw it, I had to read it again. That I went to keep looking because I had never heard of that as something. But it's it happened on a private jet and another that they're amicable now. She's a beautiful woman. I hope that she gets the
In a million years, that nigga never thought he could get charged for digitally assaulting somebody. In a million years, he never thought that.
They were, hey, now y'all know.
Wow.
I come to inform you.
Thank you, Arlie. You learned something listening to the Ollie's report.
Man, I had to tow me a hole last night. You feel me? Anyway, go ahead, Ollie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not laughing because she was assaulted. Let's be clear. She was
Right.
assaulted.
Right.
He
We
did
shouldn't laugh.
not
It's
admit
not
any
funny.
guilt, but he did pay her the amount not known. They did dismiss the case. They settled.
If this thumb ain't working, my big toe is a whole lot different. You wanna never mind. Go ahead, Ollie. I'm sorry.
Hey. So we're, but it's interesting how that story never really made a lot of noise considering, what was at stake. The next up, I want to talk about this, and I remember this, and my time is almost up. I got 1 minute. Jameis Winston admitted that during the 2019 season, he was on the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers, and just said, he straight up did not have sex. He got another house. He moved out from his then fiance, and he had a child with it. So they had already been knocking boots, but he did not knock boots for an entire year so that he could focus on
ball, on being the best that he could be.
Being the best he could be.
I recommend that to every mentor that is a senior in high school and or college. Go into your final year abstinent. Don't do nothing. Save all your energy for ball if you want to give yourself the best opportunity.
Easier said than done, sir.
Much easier said than done. Easier said than done.
He said he pushes that to young guys and tells, anybody he mentors to teach the young athletes about off-field discipline, which is extremely important. So shout out to him. I guess I should be playing football right now. I should be the best because I'm about to run. I'm about to see if I can't play for the Falcons because I got all the energy. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Have an amazing weekend.
Can you stick around, Ollie, or no?
Oh, but you leave her alone.
If you can't stick around, it's okay. But
stick around.
You're a bully, Doug. You're a bully.
Maybe he likes me.
I like Ollie hanging around.
Hey, man.
Get in this trending topic number 4 for the show.
Good job, Ollie. We appreciate you.
And shout out to Mary J. Ryan won't get to go, but I'm going to go see. I got to see Usher. I'm going to go see Mary J. Blige, My Life, My Story at her Las Vegas residency. Ryan, I'm sorry you won't get to go, but you can dream.
Hey, man. My senior year, I didn't do anything. I didn't hang out with the bros. I wasn't drinking and smoking. I wasn't having sex. I stayed in my room if I wasn't in the athletic association. I wanted to give myself the best opportunity I could to make it, and I did. Discipline pays off.
Discipline pays off.
But then you went to the Senior Bowl and stayed out till 4 a.m. in the morning.
By then he had discipline.
Allegedly.
You're always talking about old stuff. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart. We got some classic stews, and we also have story number 2. Y'all keep it locked.
We'll go away.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
You on mute, sir. You on mute.
Not because I put myself there, but welcome back to your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, make up other stews. I didn't touch it, sir. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay though. We're moving on. It's all right.
I think that's a feature of the platform, man.
Two Live Stews experience. We appreciate y'all for being here. Welcome back. Yeah, man. It blows my mind how I showed the discipline of a true soldier my senior year while at school. Even left school after the season and went to Denver to train. Had the best combine of any safety that's ever been there probably. Got drafted in the 3rd round and got to Detroit and lost my mind. Just happy to be there. Showed discipline like that for a year and a half.
Why'd you lose your mind, man?
I wanted to celebrate making it. I wanted to celebrate being there. It's the dumbest thing ever. No, you go ahead. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Tell the other part of the story. When you were at the Senior Bowl, you said Brian Dawkins was your roommate?
Brian Dawkins was my roommate at the Senior Bowl, and this dude was walking around with incense and
Oh,
sitting
good.
down.
I thought he's walking around, naked or something like that.
No. Walking around with incense and walking around throwing holy water around his bed before he went to sleep. Sitting there.
That's what you call focus.
All right. No question.
Look at him.
The Hall of Famer, Brian Dawkins.
Is he already in the hall, or is he going to be in? Yeah,
he's already in the hall.
So
yeah, man. He on the floor sitting there in Native American style. and I'm like, hey, big dog, man, we going down to this bar in the corner or so to have a couple of beers, man. You want to come join us? And he would look up like this.
Are you kidding me? I'm here on the interview. Are you serious?
Oh,
so if you're new to the show, what Ryan's referred to and I brought up is at the Senior Bowl, Ryan and the great Brian Dawkins from the Philadelphia Eagles, same position, obviously safety, shared a room together at the Senior Bowl. Brian Dawkins was all business, and my brother was all bullshit. Hanging out and have any discipline, man. And
I walked into a bar one night down there in Mobile, Alabama. Right? Why are we kicking it in Mobile, Alabama? Anyway, I walk into a bar. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense.
You went to school in Atlanta for 4 years.
Right.
Had all of this discipline.
Yep.
What the hell were you going to do in Mobile, Alabama that you hadn't done 1,000 times in Atlanta?
There's 3 or 4 scouts in the bar when we walk in there, and one of them, the giant scout, walks up to me and goes, "Hey, man, I really don't think you should be here. Waitress, get this man a beer." All right, coach, I'll see you in the morning. As a matter of fact, get his whole crew a beer. It's on me. Ridiculous. Okay. Just ridiculous.
Okay, I know we laughing about it right now, and it's it's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You probably dropped the round because of that.
Or two. Yeah, I had the best workout of any safety in that damn combine, man. My time at Georgia Tech for my pro day was 4.43, 4.47, sir, at 208 pounds, twisted steel.
You ran a what? A 4 what?
4.43, 4.47. 208 pounds. Bench at the combine, bench 225, 27 times. More than the offensive linemen and the linebackers.
He was always strong. He was always strong, man.
Yeah. No rail. I wasn't chasing no holes down there. That's not what I was doing. I was just enjoying myself.
Why though? And I don't remember you calling and consult with me. A lot of those types of things you would call and consult me and not consult me, but get my opinion about it. I would have said, man, you on that freaking interview. What are you talking about? You going out tonight?
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on.
Let's talk a little bit about the Lamar Jackson situation, what's going on in Baltimore. So John Harbaugh is out. Lamar Jackson signed a 5-year, $260 million contract extension in April of 2023. All right, so making him the highest player in the NFL, obviously. The deal included $185 million in total guaranteed money with $135 million fully guaranteed. The Ravens right now are in the mode where they have to re-sign this guy because he's the most electric player in football, bar none.
And not only
that, they got to get a new coach, and they got to re-sign Lamar, who sells more tickets by himself than any other player in the game.
Not only that, his cap hit's going to be like $74 million. They got to get that down. So he's guaranteed to get that 185 that he signed for.
Explain that to people what you're saying that don't understand that.
There's a number that every contract puts on the cap for every NFL team. And Lamar's cap number will be $74 million, and that's just too much money for one player to eat out of your cap. Mm-hmm. So they got to redo his deal to lower that cap number, but by doing that, they're going to have to pay him more money guaranteed. So it's good for him, or they can just cut him.
So did what we see out of Lamar this year, and you're watching the 2 Hours experience. Thank you for joining your boys. We really appreciate it. Did what we see this year, is it the beginning of him breaking down? Meaning he's not going to be the same quarterback. You know, when these dual threat quarterbacks get older, it seems like they run less and they start to throw more. Or do you think that he's still got some? It was just he had injuries this year, but he'll be fine next year. He'll be the old Lamar next year. the old Lamar in 2 years, 3 years.
He's still a very young player. He hadn't even been in this league 10 years yet. I believe this is year 6 or year 7. But as you get older, your body is not going to get better. Okay? Mm-hmm. As you get older, you're going to find yourself starting to have little nicks and tweaks here and there, little pulls here and there. Fatigue is going to happen more often. Your speed is not going to be as speedy as it used to be. So, no, I'm not going to put on Lamar that he'll be dealing with these injuries the rest of his career. However, he's getting older. I find it very difficult to think and or believe that he's going to get better as a player later in his years.
So they got a decision to make, the same names that we talked about earlier for the Steelers job, the same names they're throwing around. Kevin Stefanski, Anthony Weaver, Dolphins defensive coordinator, well-regarded. So changing of the guard. It's very interesting that Harbaugh in Baltimore for 18 years and what's his name, Tomlin, there in Pittsburgh for 19 years. Very interesting that they both are out in the same year.
Steve Biscotti 2 days ago at a press conference was asked, how much say will Lamar have in the next coach? And he goes, we're definitely going to talk with him, but he has no power.
I mean, that's obvious.
Next question from the reporter replies, have you talked to him about it already? He said, yes, I live in Florida. Lamar's in Florida. I told Lamar, if I'm taking my ass up to Baltimore to sit and talk with these coaches, you need to bring your ass up to Baltimore and sit and talk with these coaches. So what I get from that is they're going to listen to his input and his thoughts with their next hire, but he is not, under no circumstances at all, making the decision who these people hire.
I almost feel like you shouldn't change anything with the offense.
But the whole offense is going to change if you're bringing in a new head coach that wants to bring in his offensive coordinator. So I don't know if they're going to get rid of the offensive coordinator, but if you're bringing in a new coach, that's part of the problem, and that's why Baltimore and Pittsburgh have been so consistent, because they've kept leadership at the top the same.
Is Todd Monken still the offensive coordinator in Baltimore?
Yes, but he gets questioned a lot, and people are wondering if he's going to be there when this season starts.
When you say question, you mean like he's not doing a good job?
It's well known that Lamar is not a fan of Monken.
From a personality standpoint or schematic?
From a schematical standpoint.
He should have won the MVP last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago? It was last year. Josh Allen won it last year. He should have won the MVP last year. His numbers last year were better in a lot of different areas than his 2 years that he did win the MVP.
Man, let people tell it. Lamar didn't like Harbaugh, and he don't care for this Monken guy.
Very interesting. He better be careful now. Be careful what you ask for, because at his highest level, Todd Monken was his offensive coordinator. And so you bring somebody in there that don't understand the whole culture of dual threat running quarterbacks, and they got you in there trying to be freaking Joe Montana, and it just doesn't fit your style. Mm-hmm. That could hurt you. Yeah, that could really hurt you.
Yep, I agree. He's getting $185 million off this contract, guaranteed alone. He's gonna be all right.
Oh yeah, he absolutely is gonna be all right.
He's gonna be all right.
Saying he's not gonna be all right.
And he's one of the dudes that I really like, because he's going back allegedly and bought up his block down there in Florida, making everybody's life on his block better.
What do we have here? That's the breaking news sounder.
That's the breaking news sounder?
Just came out that Monken is following Harbaugh to New York. So evidently Harbaugh is done. The deal for Harbaugh and the New York Giants is a done deal. And then Todd Monken is going to follow him as well to be the offensive coordinator. So they're going to have to find a whole new OC and new head coach in Baltimore.
I mentioned Harbaugh going to New York earlier in the show and in the show meeting, and I'm sure that Lamar is elated that Monken is out. But Harbaugh taking Monken with him shows his respect and admiration for him when it comes to him being his offensive coordinator.
Like, he was highly heralded. I mean, they always talk about him being this offensive genius, this offensive mastermind. And once again, why would Lamar not want to be coached by Todd Monken based on what he did last year? And remember, last year, Lamar, his numbers were down running wise, but he threw for like 40 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. I'll look up the numbers in a second. He threw for an unbelievable mark last year passing the football.
I am convinced that he was injured all season and played through it for his team.
This year.
I'm convinced.
This year.
This past year.
Absolutely.
I'm convinced he was injured doing the best that he could out there.
But his haters didn't want to hear that.
No.
They had a little window open where they could come in and attack the guy and just totally ignore the fact that he's been limping around and injured the entire year just so they can push their agenda that he's not that good of a quarterback. Yeah. This man is going to be going at this rate. He's going down to be one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. And I'm talking top 5. How many guys can you name? How many quarterbacks have won 3 MVPs outside of Peyton Manning and Brett Favre, maybe? There's not a lot of guys that have won 3. Well, he only won 2, but he should have won 3.
2, right. Only won 2.
Should have won 3 MVPs. Should have won it last year. How many quarterbacks got 2 MVPs on their record?
Not many.
How many quarterbacks got stats where they threw for a gazillion touchdowns and very, very few interceptions, which I'm pulling up right now?
And ran for a gazillion yards.
Not many.
Yeah.
Absolutely not many.
I'm very excited to see who the Steelers end up hiring and who the Ravens end up hiring. I'm really intrigued and can't wait to see what the Steelers decide to do when it comes to getting their next coach.
Hey, man, last year in the 2024 season, Lamar Jackson I'm not sure if this is all touchdowns. So he's got 41 touchdowns and 4 interceptions last year. I'm not sure if they're mixing in the rushing touchdowns with that or not. But 41 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And I'll clarify the passing versus running. The guy's phenomenal, man.
Yep. We do have to get into a classic stew, man. You want to set it up or what?
Classic stew? No, you set it up. Is you with the
Hey, just save it. We're gonna play a classic stew for y'all that is an oldie but goodie. We've talked about it a few times on this platform here. We think you will enjoy it. So
you were dealing with something.
Yeah, just.
I can tell you. I can keep it real now.
I can tell you a couple stories.
It's old news. I mean, we all go through it.
My boys told me to go to the clinic, man. I was like, man, all right, I'll go. I don't know what I'm dealing with. Doctor was like, take your jeans off and.
Okay, we don't have to get it all detailed.
Take your jeans off.
We understand.
Take your jeans off and pull down your underwear and just sit on this table.
You're a nasty old man.
I pulled down my underwear.
Okay.
The doctor goes, I know what your problem is right now. Boy, you got crabs. Boy, look at your drawers. You don't see those little crabs in your drawers. I had no idea what that was, Doc. Can you please help me get rid of them?
What the hell you think it was?
I'm tired of shaving and putting this alcohol in my body.
Alcohol?
I just want the pain to go away, man. And usually when you get some kind of cut,
hey man, look here.
Or something's bothering you.
You don't go with alcohol in that area. First of all,
well, I did.
And second of all, okay, let's just move on.
Boy, you got.
Sporting News Radio 2 Live Stews.
You got so much crabs in your drawers, you should go to Red Lobster and sell them.
That's not even funny.
But I was young, man.
That's not even funny.
I was young.
That's not even funny.
I don't know how we got to this. Let's move on. Please.
Hey, Michael Peters.
But don't y'all act like y'all hadn't dealt with this kind of stuff.
No, I never had the crabs in my life.
But you dealt with that Q-tip that looked like a big old matchstick.
Yeah, but everybody.
Right. Don't tell me I'm not the only one. Don't start calling me nasty.
What kind of nasty fat nasties was you dealing with to get crabs? Who gets crabs?
Chick named Bertha. I never.
Bertha?
Yeah.
That sounds like crabs.
Yep. I agree.
How many people named Bertha?
That's back when I didn't get it regularly, so I took advantage of it. For the record, not one of my proudest moments, but that's one thing about us on this show and on this platform. We're going to be 100% transparent and honest with you.
Shouts out to Brother McDowell for the classic stews. That was probably, 2005, something like that?
It was a long time ago.
Cat was walking around infested with crabs. Triple platinum that night. The question is, was it worth it?
Absolutely. Bertha was a good sized woman, and yes, the juice was worth the squeeze.
No, it's the other way around.
The squeeze was no, it's not the other way around.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. How you walk around with crustaceans in your drawers, man? I still don't.
And a bunch of them too. I was just ignoring the fact that they were down there. I figured if you stick your head in the sand, you feel like people can't see you. I just stuck my head in the sand like, okay, this is going to go away.
Real Scott, give Ryan some Old Bay seasoning.
Real, you make me sick. When we get back, we got a last 48. But before we get into the last 48, I want to clear something up from a segment ago.
Rumney Street. He said you must have been dealing with somebody off a certain street. In Charleston, South Carolina, the street with a whole stroll is Romney Street. Everybody from the low country know about Romney Street.
Boy, it's real difficult to do what
What's that street? What's that street in Columbia where they hang out at? Somebody will put it in the chat.
When we get back from the break, I want to clean something up before we get into the last 48. And no, I'm not talking about cleaning things up from the bit.
Hey, yo, Bird. Just make your paper. Any way you choose. But understand the rules. If you get caught, you lose.
You can move a stone, you can move a key, you can move a pound or two, you can move some speed, you can move some X, you can move some shroom tea, you can move anything you get your hands on, G. You can move some Hario, uh-oh, here we go, uh-oh, there they go, uh-oh, here we go.
The boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Shouts out to everybody at WGPR Hot 107.5 FM HD2. We appreciate y'all choosing to be with us. We said it countless times, and there's always going to be a handful of Debbie Downers that say, see this, see that, see that. We were not overlooking the seriousness of the situation with Babyface. We were not doing that. That's not what we were doing. Not Babyface. Say the name. Say it.
L.A. Reid.
L.A. Reid, sorry.
And Drew Dixon.
Right. Yeah, we were not overlooking the seriousness of the L.A. Reid situation. We were not making light of Drew Dixon's horror that she dealt with. And what we were laughing about was the fact that Doug didn't know what the digits were. That's what we were laughing about. But that situation is nothing that we would ever belittle or overlook. I'm a proud dad of a princess. Doug's got 3 of them, and we're ready to ride and die for them girls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So no, we were not making light of Drew Dixon's situation that she dealt with. We just got sidetracked when Doug misunderstood digits, thinking it was a cell phone, because it's a digital cell phone versus fingers and toes. That's all it was.
Why you give this big explanation? Somebody got an issue with what we.
On my heart, I felt like saying it. That's all.
I don't think it was that serious, man.
Well, you don't think it, but you get to think whatever you want, and so do I. I wanted to come and say I wanted to make sure that people understood that we were not making light of that situation. That's all.
Okay, all right. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Story number 3: the College Football Hall of Fame has been announced.
Some really good names, some real ballers.
In particular, this guy on the meme right here.
This guy.
Congratulations to FSU legend Peter Warrick on being named to the College Football Hall of Fame. Here's my question: why would you have guessed Peter Warrick wasn't in the College Football Hall of Fame? Would you have known that, or did you know that?
I did not know that. And my question is, why does it take guys so long to get into the College Football Hall of Fame? Peter played 2 decades ago.
Yeah, maybe longer than 2 decades ago. Maybe 30 years ago he was at FSU.
That's my question. But he was hands down one of the best receivers and return men in the history of college football. It didn't work out for him in the NFL like I thought it would, but he was a phenomenal player in college football.
I'm talking to the Greenhorns right now. Go back and watch Peter Warrick his last 2 years at Florida State. Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Well deserved. There's got to be some type of politics behind that. Maybe there's a longer wait period. In the NFL is 5 years. And I guess I should have looked this up. I'm sorry.
All right.
Maybe there's a longer wait period for.
What? Wait a minute. Doug,
You're mute, Douglas. You're mute.
Your mic is muted, Doug. And I'm sorry I missed that because I wasn't looking at the screen. Okay, there you go. You're back now. Say all of that you just said. Say it one more time.
What I was going to say is, if you ask the average college football fan, 100 college football fans, do you think Peter Warrick, FSU standout, great, baller, was in the Hall of Fame? I promise you 99 out of 100 people would have said, hell yeah, Peter Warrick is in the College Football Hall of Fame. But he's not until now. Joining Peter Warrick in the Hall of Fame is another guy I would have never guessed wasn't in the College Football Hall of Fame.
Okay, a college football player must wait at least 10 years after their final college game to be eligible for induction into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Still don't make sense.
It doesn't.
You said it. Peter Warrick hadn't played at Florida State in at least 20 years.
Yeah. Yep.
So another guy who I think actually is even older than Peter Warrick also getting inducted is Kijana Carter, running back from Penn State. Would you have thought Kijana Carter would get the
No, I wouldn't have.
So you got Peter Warrick, Kijana Carter, Mark Ingram, who just played maybe a decade or so. So Mark Ingram gets in a shorter time period than Peter Warrick and Kijana Carter. Then you got Donkey Kong Sue and Ndamukong Suh, dominant defensive tackle for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, one of the dirtiest players in football history. You remember him in the NFL? Very dirty.
Peter Warrick played college football at Florida State from 95 to 99. So his last season in college was 99, 2000.
So you're talking 27 years ago.
26 years.
And then now you have also added to or elected to the College Football Hall of Fame is Aaron Donald, which Aaron Donald is much younger than these guys we're talking about too, but he gets in already.
That's true.
Then you got the great, oh boy, I always say this, man, behind OJ, and I don't remember OJ at USC, so I shouldn't say that. Garrison Hurst makes the College Football Hall of Fame. The prettiest running back one of the top 2 or 3 prettiest running backs that I ever can remember, and I'm a running back connoisseur. Garrison Hurst at number 5 at the University of Georgia, turning in the corner, was absolute poetry in motion.
CTE is real, and I deal with it. It's real. But when I hear Garrison Hurst and think NFL, the Bengals is not what I think. I think 49ers, even though I know he played on multiple teams, but I don't remember the Garrison Hurst of the Bengals. I remember the Garrison Hurst.
I don't think he played for the Bengals.
Well, that's what this okay. Well, that's what it said on these notes that were sent.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a 49er.
Well, maybe he did play for the Bengals. You know, a lot of times they'll play for another team, just like what's going on right now with Aaron Rodgers. So maybe he did play for the Bengals. Maybe I just don't remember. Okay. But this is college. This is the College Football Hall of Fame. One of the best running backs in Georgia history, obviously. And then Terrence Newman, former Bengals defensive back. Not really, I can't really remember him, but all of those other guys were just phenomenal college football players. Long overdue for some of them. I just don't get it.
Garrison Hurst, 93 to 94 was with the Cardinals. 95 to
I remember with the
was with the 49ers.
Uh-huh.
And his final year was with the Denver Broncos in 04. So no Bengals for Garrison Hurst.
Yeah. So that's a great class, though.
Yeah, it's a really good class.
Mark
Ingram,
all
ballers.
We didn't talk a lot about him, but Mark Ingram was very good at Alabama. Kijana Carter, obviously. Peter Warrick, obviously. And Ndamukong Suh, dominant. Aaron Donald, might be the all-time greatest defensive tackle or nose tackle of all time. And then Garrison Hurst. Pull up a picture of Garrison Hurst in that number 5 jersey at the University of Georgia.
He was a beast.
A beast.
Yeah, he ran all over us, caught the ball all over us, ran all over us.
You weren't there at the same time with Garrison Hurst, were you?
I think my first year was Garrison's last year in college football.
Yeah. His daughter, he had a daughter that ran track during the same time Kara did. And I used to see him at different track meets all the time. Dude was like a muscle, like one big muscle. Big ass calves and whatnot. You got like them donkey calves, man. So shouts out to those guys. Congratulations. Well overdue for a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all.
No question. 1992 was Garrison Hurst's last season at Georgia, which was one of my first seasons. My first year in Atlanta was the 91-92 season. So that was Garrison's last year. He went to the 93 draft. He ate us alive his senior season or his last season. Not sure if he left early. He ate us alive. We couldn't do anything with him.
Ooh, he was an animal.
He was a beast.
He also played in high school. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. So I'm a little bit older, sounds like, than you guys. Talking about my first year in college, one of my teammates, and you remember him, Tony Lomax. Remember Lomax?
The great Lomax. Yes, I remember Lomax.
Lomax played against Garrison Hurst in high school, and he was telling me about this guy, Garrison Hurst, like ran for like 400 yards against him. Like Garrison Hurst played like not 4A, 5A, like I think he played like 3A or something like that. He said Garrison Hurst had like 400 yards on him. This guy, Garrison Hurst, at a little school on the border of Georgia and South Carolina, but shouts out to him, man. One of my favorite running backs of all time. All right, last 48, the biggest memes in the 2 Hours Tuesday Facebook chat group.
Shouts out to you in Detroit, WGPR, High 107.5 FM, HD2 and the D. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pretty good. This is another pretty good last 40. I really enjoyed this segment for the record. I really enjoyed the last 48.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get it. Let's get it, Tree. Jacksonville reporter Lynn Jones reacts to backlash from media members. Angry she gave Jags head coach Liam Cohen words of encouragement during their press conference. I want to note, shouts out to Detroit. She is a Detroitian. Is that the way to say it, Tree? A Detroitian? How do you say it?
She's from the
native Detroiter.
Just a native Detroiter. Yeah. There's no Detroitian or anything like that.
She's been in Jacksonville covering sports and as a reporter for 20 plus years, 25 years. But she is from Detroit.
Okay, so it would have been cool if we had the video. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably my fault. Yeah. But to make a long story short, she's a reporter at the post-game press conference when the Jaguars lose. Who did Jaguars lose to in the first round?
They just lost to the Rams. No, the Buffalo. Buffalo.
Right, Buffalo. Can't be the Rams. That's an NFC team. So she's in the press conference. She's a reporter.
The Jags.
Right.
The Jags in Buffalo. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
She's in the press conference, the post-game press conference, with the media asking questions. In effect, she just throws a bunch of bouquets at head coach Liam Cohen, saying it was a great year. You guys did phenomenal. Remember now, they're in Jacksonville. They're not used to winning.
Right.
So she just goes on this big tirade. She doesn't really ask any questions. She's emotional. She sounds like a fan.
Right. And I
go ahead.
I'm just gonna keep it 100 here. I heard the entire interview, the entire exchange. I had no problems with it, but I do understand how the Nordics could look at that in a negative way.
It's even deeper than that.
Yeah.
So there's this unwritten rule that I learned the hard way in the industry, in media.
Yes.
That when you are a sports reporter and you're in the press box, you're at the post-game press conference, you can't openly cheer for the team.
You can't be a fan.
You can't be a fan.
You have to be objective to the game or the people that you're covering. You can't let the world know that you side with this entity.
But it's a little bit deeper for her because she's from there. She's living in this place forever. She's watched a bunch of Jacksonville Jaguars, and maybe she doesn't give a shit about that whole unwritten rule thing.
Well,
she's been in the business a long time, and what they're saying is she should know better.
Jacksonville.
Well, she's like, suck my, whatever. I'm going to be
her new
happy.
team.
I'm going to give this guy a lot of credit. I'm going to give him a lot of kudos. We've been bad for a long time. Damn what y'all say.
And that's why I kind of excuse it if it was wrong, because Jacksonville hadn't done anything. They hadn't accomplished anything. And in 1 year, this guy takes you to the playoffs, and
Really
y'all were expected to win.
They could have won.
If they take the damn field goal in the first quarter,
right,
instead of going for it on 4th and 3, they probably win that game. But I get her saying, hey, Coach Cohen, good job by you this season.
I went in the press box, and I got a story to tell associated with this. The very first time I went in the press box to a Falcons game, we had credentials for 15 years. The very first time I went into the press box for a Falcons game, I can't remember what happened or the play or anything like that, but in the middle, the press box is quiet, okay? No one briefed me and said, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do this in the press box. I'm in the press box, the Falcons score a touchdown, something happened real big, and I jump out of my screen, yeah! You could hear a pin drop. I turned around. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me.
Right.
And I'm like,
Stone face.
I still didn't get it.
Stone face.
And you remember this guy, young newspaper guy, young black guy who's probably 25 at the time. He had just graduated from college. It broke up. Everybody turned away from me. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching the game. He walks up and he's like, brother, you're not supposed to cheer in the press box. This guy's way younger than me. I was like, oh, shit, I didn't know. That was the one and only time I ever went to the press box. From then on, we were tailgating. I went to tailgates. We had TVs because I just didn't like that shit.
I'll watch the game outside. Yeah.
I'll watch the game outside and stay here with y'all goddamn lames and goddamn pencil pushers. I'm not going to sit up in here and control my emotions. Yeah. Damn the press box.
Yep. Yeah. And several messages Tree has posted on the screen. I wanted to read all 10 of them, okay? But, yeah, man, it was a big to-do. And I think you were cheering on something that Mike Vick did also.
Probably,
and that's another part of it. They didn't like that ninja.
Yes, they didn't like him even before the dog thing. Yeah, I totally understand. Shouts out to her, man. I get it. Numbers some old.
Oh yes. Ooh, that's the one I wanted to read. Another part of the problem was she owns and runs her own platform. That's probably part of the problem that they have with her.
Right.
She ain't there for CBS, NBC. She's not there for Fox or ESPN. She's there for her stuff.
Or the local newspaper.
Right.
So they're always trying to criticize somebody trying to circumvent the system.
Right.
In effect, a podcast.
That's right.
A streaming show like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
They want to kind of put us as second-class citizens in the world of media. Like if you don't work for the newspaper, if you don't work for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, or
you have no validity.
Or this newspaper, or if you're not on CBS or NBC or ABC, they kind of try to put you as a second-class citizen in the industry.
No
damn
question.
that. Shouts out to her, man. I don't give a damn what them folks got to say.
But keep your press pass. Make sure you keep your press pass.
I never used it. I never used the press pass. I use the press pass more for Hawks games.
Right.
I probably use the press pass for Hawks games, and for the Hawks games, it's not in an actual press box. They have an area behind the goal where they have like 7 or 8 rows just specifically for media. But you know, back when we had a press pass, I never used it for the Falcons except for that one time, and I used it more so for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yep.
Speaking of Hawks and Falcons, Bijan Robinson passed Christian McCaffrey this season with 5,605 career scrimmage yards. Ball award to him.
Well, that's a reason for it. Go ahead.
The most scrimmage yards by a player under the age of 24 in NFL history.
That's a great reason for a coach to want this job. That young man right there.
Absolutely. If you're listening to the show like at WGPR in Detroit, go back and watch the replay of the live show, the video show, so you can see what we're talking about. But yeah, Bijan Robinson, man, is worth taking this job in Atlanta.
Can we get one more in before we go pay these bills? Nope.
Tree says no. So we got some more coming back. We got more Mary J. Blige coming up. I got a very interesting number 4 trending topic that we're going to get Arlie and Tree involved in.
Your thoughts on this right here, sir? Kyle Pitts got a second-team All-Pro vote.
From one game?
Not All-Pro vote, All-Pro recognition. Second-team All-Pro recognition.
For one game?
He had a good season.
Man, Kyle Pitts has been a disappointment since he's been here, except for that first season. But since then, and a lot of it's not his fault. He hadn't had a consistent connection with the quarterback. But I'm not going to applaud Kyle Pitts making second team nothing, man.
Shouts out to you, WGPR. We appreciate you. Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. Catch the remainder of the last 48 online on the Sports Rap app, Sports Rap Network app, or on YouTube. We appreciate y'all for being here. We'll see you on Monday. Y'all have a good weekend. Up next, we'll finish the last 48 and get to the super chat and the regular chat. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate you.
Don't go away.
The boys, the Two Live Stews. He's Doug, I'm Ryan, together with the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, y'all.
Thank y'all for joining you guys, man. We really appreciate y'all for being here.
Good morning.
A lot.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Miles, who is a contributor to the Two Live Stews experience.
I got to tell you the story about the change. Remind me to tell you the story about the change, too.
Okay. Miles sent me a video that says Dungeons and Defense, a mystical quest with the Kansas City Chiefs, where apparently 6 of the Kansas City Chiefs defensive players are playing Dungeons and Dragons, and he says it's must see by me. And I said, should I mention it on the show? He said, yeah, you can mention it. You ain't got to show it, but you should mention it. I think you really enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to checking it out later on.
It's funny you bring that up, and I kind of brought it up earlier. Who was I talking to? I was talking to a friend of mine, and they didn't understand. I was trying to explain to them that I think that this whole Stranger Things is based around Dungeons and Dragons. So if you didn't grow up during that era in the late 70s, early 80s, and you didn't go to school with a lot of the Nordics, you may not even know what the hell Dungeons and Dragons is. Basically, it was a board game of kind of like,
and a video game.
It was a video game?
Wasn't it a video game in the arcade also?
I think so, but I don't think they had the same themes.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
But in long story short, if you went to school in the late 70s, early 80s, Dungeons and Dragons was kind of like the little, for lack of a better term, and no offense to if you are a nerd or not, was kind of the game that the nerds played on the side during recess when we was playing Tackle Man with Ball. It was a board game it was kind of science fiction, dragons, Game of Thrones type things or whatever.
A sci-fi situation?
Like sci-fi. Okay? And anyway, that's a big theme in this show, Stranger Things. I'm in the final season. I made it all the way through the 4 seasons, and I'm in the 5th season, and I'm hanging on to watch it because I'm committed. But
you don't like it then. When you say that, it makes me think you don't like it. But you're just seeing it through because you've come so far.
It's repeated. The first 4 seasons have just repeated. They kill the monster comes back. They kill the monster comes back. Over and over and over and over. And it's okay. It's gotten a lot of hype, obviously.
No question. Well, everybody's talking about it. That's why I wanted to watch it. You mentioned it a couple times. That's why I started watching it. But
so you did see the first episode?
I watched the first episode, but based off what you just said and the way I fell asleep on the first episode a couple times, I may shut it down. I ain't got 4 seasons worth of time to waste. I just don't have that.
Yeah, they fighting the monster dies, the monster comes back. They fighting the monster. It's over and over and over and over.
Hey man, let's finish the last 48 so we can get to this chat so we can let everybody get out of here and do what they got to do, man.
Let's go. Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group.
That's a nice one right there. Boy.
Just because, and the folks in Detroit would have loved to see this. 1967 Pontiac Firebird. Absolute fire.
What a beautiful car. What a beautiful car. I can't wait to get back to my toys. I used to drive Corvettes and stuff like that, Mustangs and stuff like that. But when you got kids, there's no room in the garage or in the yard for those kind of vehicles. So I'm done with that phase of my life. But the minute Morgan, who's 10 years old, in 8 years when she leaves, that might be the first one I go back to right there. That's beautiful.
When's the last time you seen on the highway the white writing on the outside of the tires? You can see the white writing.
From time to time. And every time I see it, I highlight it and I tell Miles and Mason to look. Look over there. See those tires right there?
Right.
There's a few white walls riding around down here in Columbus, man.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to make that a specific part of my drawings of cars in first or second grade. I had the lettering Goodyear on the tire on the outside because there was a lot more cars doing that back then.
Well, Dad used to make us put comment on the white walls of his car to make sure they was clean.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, next one, Tree. Shouts out to Rebecca Sneed.
Boy, that's a beautiful car.
Absolutely.
Was that a doorbell?
That's my phone.
Right.
Afrocentric Films Collaborative. Throwback photo of the cast of School Days on the cover of Jet Magazine. Just for shits and giggles, man. So shouts out to Lawrence Fishburne up there, a young Lawrence Fishburne.
A young Spike Lee.
And I keep forgetting dude's name. Giancarlo, is that his name? Something Giancarlo that played Bugging Out.
Giancarlo, isn't it?
Something like that.
Say
that.
it again.
Great actor. Great actor.
Arlie, real quick. Pull up Arlie. Let's see.
I got it.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo Esposito. Ollie's like, I wanted to say it.
That's right.
Giancarlo Esposito, phenomenal actor. You remember his role? What was his character's name in?
Please let me get it first. The series you made me watch, Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Phenomenal. And his name on Breaking Bad was Gus.
Yeah,
his character on Breaking Bad was Gus.
That's a great series.
Phenomenal series. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, I do this like once or twice a year. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, if it looks like something that you wouldn't like or whatever, I'm telling you, don't trust that. Okay, it's heavy Nordic characters in it, but it's very, very good. Excellent.
I watched that one at your request, and after the first show, I stopped. 2 weeks later, you said, "How's that series going?" I said, "Man, I stopped." He said, "When did you stop?" I said, "After the first show." You said, "Man, give it one more." I watched another one, and you was like, "Did you watch another one?" I said, "Yeah, man, but I just don't think it's for me, man." You said, "Man,
keep watching.
Please give it one more."
Keep watching.
And I watched it again, and I did the entire series in a week. The entire series. I couldn't stop watching it.
I think I got that at number 3 on my list of series. Number 1, The Wire. Number 2,
I hadn't done Better Call Saul, which is a spinoff from Breaking Bad. I hadn't watched that one.
Number 2, Game of Thrones, and then number 3, I think, is Breaking Bad.
What's next? Okay, what's next?
And I think we have one more, and you're watching 2. Shouts out to the Reds. Or to the Deltas. Let me make sure Arlie's okay with that red reference. Arlie, are you okay with the red reference? No?
Big Delta said we can't. That's not who we are. We can't say J13. We cannot be the Reds. We are members of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Whoop. That's what they said.
Okay. I mean, when I say Reds, it's the equivalent of the Bros.
I know. And are y'all? Is that an official term for Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated?
No.
Big Omega don't like us to say that either.
Bros? No, I don't. Are you serious?
Big Omega wants.
No, Big Omega don't want to be referred to as dog.
No, she didn't say dog. She said the Bros.
Well, but
I know, but I'm saying
I brought up the Bros.
Never mind.
Loose neck is not necessarily. Oh Lord, he already didn't put my shirt. That doggone loose neck is scary.
He be on fire.
I see he got my shirt. Singing spontaneous, singing in the rain. Yeah, Delta Sigma Theta sent us a message of how we're supposed to write the word founders. Don't put no apostrophes in it. They gave us, don't be out here in your symbols acting a monkey. You are not J13, the Reds, and it's something else they told us we were not supposed to use in our language to describe Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. All that AI stuff, they was like, don't be posting that. That is not the official little.
There was so many of them AI posts with Soros sitting on the letters with their legs crossed in nice red dresses, and a lot of them saw us. It wasn't them. It was AI. It wasn't them.
Not them. It was
AI.
not them.
It's
Been
not
when they
them.
crossed.
This AI is out of control, man.
It is. It's scary.
The
You see all
AI,
the
the AI
stepping?
videos with the babies, the baby Greeks.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw one baby that was killing it last night.
I haven't found one for the Omegas that's stepping yet. I've seen a Kappa. I've seen a
woo.
Deltas.
This baby that was hopping for the bros in a purple onesie was on fire last
You gotta
night when I
send
was
it to
watching
me.
it.
I want to see it. I think they're the
I'll-
cutest thing.
So
I'll see if
shouts
I can
out,
find
shouts out to the Deltas, to the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta. Also today, we got to give them a shout out too. They don't get a meme, but shouts out to the AKAs. Today is their birthday.
Happy
Founders Day
anniversary, AKA.
to the
Today is
ladies
their Founders
in
Day.
green.
Mhm.
That's what they do.
That's what they do. That's what they do. All right, is that the last one, Tree? I
Arlie,
want to
thank
get
you for
Tree
hanging
and
out.
Arlie
Appreciate
back in
Oh,
for the last trending story before
You're
we
not
get
done,
to
Ollie. You're not done, Ollie. I think
Yeah.
Doug wants you back.
Arlie left the other day. I
And
want
Tree
you to
too.
stay around for the other day.
I stuck around the other day. What are you
But
talking?
you stuck
something
around for
else.
the wrong story. He wanted you to stick around for the next story. You came in, and then the minute you got off, you went to bed, and he was like,
Sleep.
"Well, this is what I wanted her for."
This chick is sleepy.
Dog it.
A former morgue manager at Harvard Medical School
Oh,
was sentenced to 8 years in prison for stealing and selling human remains that have been donated by medical research and education. Question I brought, first of all, this is a very disgusting story. The question I want to ask
Look
is,
at all these mouths. Y'all can't see all these mouths. Look at all these mouths.
the question I asked, do y'all believe that people get abducted and are getting their organs sold?
No question.
Like we always heard when we were kids?
No
They're going
question.
to sell your organs. You believe
Yes.
that?
I
Yes.
believe when you sign up to be an organ donor, and I hate to put this out there because we need more organ donors, but I believe they don't hasten your passing, but they don't try to slow it down either because we need that kidney or that such and such you gave.
You think
donated.
so?
No question.
You think there's a
I don't
black
think they
market
can
out there
kill you.
for body organs? Tree, what do you think?
Why do you bring me in? I don't believe in none of this shit you be talking
We want
about,
your
Doug.
opinion. We want the opinion of somebody that don't believe in none of this shit.
No, I don't. I'm not keen on people that when I say I'm going out of the country, they start with their little, they're gonna steal your organs tree and
That's
be
right. That's part of
careful.
it.
And I don't listen to that shit. Like,
So do you not
Nobody's
think that
coming
man
for
sold
me.
those? You don't think he sold those organs, Tree?
I don't care. he probably
Well, what do
did.
you-
The Nordics are, the mind works different. I'm sorry. Like I'm afraid to say anything because we might be having an apology tour afterwards, but the Nordics minds work, they eat raw meat. Like they think different. I think.
They'll
I
eat a bloody
think.
steak. They will eat
That's
a
why I
shit
don't.
bloody
That's
steak.
why I wouldn't put past them having.
Oh, he
I'm not telling you
probably
how to
did,
do
but
it.
I'm not in danger. But he probably did because it's just very unique thinking. We don't operate like it's a soul thing. Maybe.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
All right.
Well, I
That's
mean,
my.
the validity of this story and the fact that it is real demonstrates and shows that this is really happening. So this ain't something that somebody put up that ain't real. This is a real story.
It's not happening to me. I think whatever you think is real. So, and here's
Well,
the other caveat.
I guess the point is, do you think this is a one-off, or do you think
Well,
this is
right.
constant?
Right.
No, they
That's the
probably
real question.
they probably are doing things like this. I mean, they eat goose liver and I don't know, snails. And that's a delicacy.
Escargot is good. Don't knock it till you've tried it, Trey.
Escargot.
Yes.
Got your escargot. I'll be damned if I eat a snail, man. That's just not gonna happen. And isn't a what's the big snails? What's those called? Scallops. Isn't a scallop a big snail?
A scallop is a scallop.
Scallop is a solar
is that not a snail? Is that not a snail?
Detroitian, and now scallops are snail. Here today, everyone.
Hold on. Doesn't a scallop live in a shell?
Well,
I'm pretty
a
sure a
crab and
scallop is
lobster,
basically a
a
snail.
shrimp. All of those things live in shells.
No,
The
a
crustaceans.
scallop is a big ass snail. Am I wrong? If
Where
we
do
can do some
scallops
research.
come from? Wait a minute.
They're big ass snails. They're in
love
shells,
them.
just like the
Somebody
snails.
please help us. A
Yes.
scallop is a
For the
scallop.
record,
A scallop is a scallop, Dougie.
every Friday after the show when we were in Atlanta, it is a big scale. Looks like a big old clam.
It's a big snail.
It's not a snail. No, it's a
Wait, say what it is
clam.
again?
It's a big clam. Scallops come from the ocean. They are a type of saltwater shellfish.
Mike Arlie.
Scallops
habitat-
are ocean mollusk.
Yes, yeah. So they look like big old clams.
Are snails mollusk?
Oysters live in a shell.
Oysters live in a shell.
Clams. Clams live in a shell.
Right.
No, you know the shells that you go to the beach and you put to your ear that are all
Yes.
up on the beach?
Yes.
Scallops are in those.
That's conch. That's conch fritter.
Conch and a
Like,
scallop is the same thing.
Right.
I'm betting.
Yeah. I used to go to the Palm restaurant and sit down and have a drink
I
with
love
Willie Salucci
scallops.
every Friday. And he would,
Love 'em.
the minute I walked in the door,
I'm a weirdo.
he would order scallops wrapped in bacon for me and have it sent to me every time I walked in there.
Well,
They're
by the way,
loved
I don't,
it.
delicious.
It was delicious.
I don't eat scallops, by the way. I don't eat nothing like that.
They're good.
What
It's
you
re-
gonna
it's
eat
re-
on the
it-
boat, Doug?
It's really pushing for me to eat oysters, which is
I can't
big
wait
where we
to-
from.
What are you gonna eat on the boat, Douglas?
Oh my gosh! So you don't even understand the
Right.
idea of midnight
Cruising.
dinner, a midnight
Right.
buffet.
Right.
On
Yeah.
the cruise, they usually have these midnight buffets with just
Everything.
and it's just everything,
Everything.
everything.
Seafood,
Just
pizza,
eat.
hot dogs,
Arlie, your
burgers,
mic
steak,
isn't
shrimp.
on.
He won't be eating. Thank you. I push the button. He won't be eating sea snails. That's what we're just gonna call what Doug thinks scallops are. Sea snails.
No Wi-Fi. Solar Soul. Doug, who is Solar Soul? You said Solar Soul was the soundtrack of your life earlier.
Life.
Solar
remember-
Soul.
You don't remember Soul to Soul?
Reality.
You don't remember
Oh.
Soul to Soul?
Soul
I
to
believe-
soul.
Soul
believe it's-
to soul.
I
What
believe
did
it's
I say?
pronounced conch tree, not crunch.
Yes,
It's not
Conch.
conch fritter. Conch
It's conch.
fritters.
It's
She,
conch.
she pronounced it with the CH. It's conch, like
conch.
KO, like CONK.
Conch in the head. Boop.
But it's all good.
Rainbow.
No, I don't eat none of that, man. But I just thought it was very interesting that this whole talk of selling body organs, y'all. Most of us believe that that's actually the case, and that story proves that it.
Well,
it's
I was
at
about to
least-
say, Doug, you, we don't need to keep saying that because that, unless that story was fabricated and you made it up or somebody made it up,
Nah,
this
it
is
wasn't
a real life situation
Yeah, right,
that's
absolutely.
happening.
So
Absolutely.
can I ask where you find these stories? Just
AI,
curious.
this AI is just real. AI is just real quick. I'll say like, give me a short summary and bullet points on an
Feeling.
interesting trending story, and or I'll say give me 10 stories on an interesting trending story from the last 10 days or something like that, and a
Okay.
bunch of stuff come up. So we'll never come or get to a point where we don't have an interesting, fun story for story number 4.
Julius 29. See, you're wrong. Conch is not a dingaling. Stop it.
It might be a
Right.
dingling.
Somebody
Stop,
gonna
it's
get
not a
mad in a
dingling.
minute.
It looks
It's not
like
a
one,
dingaling.
but a conch.
It does. It's like little bitty thingies.
Say
When you
again?
make conch salad and cut it up, was it a big thing at first? And then
Yeah, it was a big thing. It's
Ooh.
bigger than what you eat in conch. Damn.
Well, here we go.
Ooh.
And then I get in trouble. And then I get in trouble. Okay, I'm out.
All right. Hey, Arlie, thank you so much.
Good night, Ollie. Get
Have a
some
good
rest.
rest of your day.
She's probably driving to Seattle this afternoon.
Yeah, man. Conch
She'll be back
and,
tomorrow night, though.
conch and snails are in the same family, the mollusk family. I'm willing to bet that. I haven't looked it up, but a conch is bigger. Basically, conch.
No, not
And
conch.
scallops.
We were
Scallops.
talking about scallops, not conch.
Scallops.
We're talking about
Scallops.
scallops. Okay.
Conch, scallops.
You know what a clamshell
Snails.
looks like? You know what a clamshell looks like?
Yes.
Okay. Same as a scallop shell.
No.
Yes.
I believe. Well,
You
I'm
can
not-
believe what you want. I'm looking at the picture on my screen right now. I can't show it to you, but
Mhm.
it's the same as the scallop shell is the same as a clam shell, almost.
Mhm.
Difference in size, but it looks almost identical.
Right. But they're all in the mollusk family, is my point. So if you call a snail a mollusk, what I'm saying is conch and scallops, they're all in that mollusk family. Is what I'm saying. I guess we don't need to argue about it that much.
At the end of the day, it really doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter.
I don't even eat it anymore because I don't wrap it in bacon anymore because I'm off the pork. So I don't even eat it anymore.
I never eat scallops.
It's a very spongy taste. But when you wrap it in bacon, it's delicious.
I never eaten scallops ever in my life. When it's been presented to me, my question was always like, what is it? Like, where did it come from? And I learned recently over the last couple of years that it's basically a snail, man. All right, Tree, ready for these chat messages? Two Live Stews chat messages before we get out of here?
Is that the last one?
Great job today.
Absolutely. Have a good time. 2026 starting off great, man.
I think so.
You and Ryan are hospitable to each other to a degree.
Thank you for praying for my sagging breasts and other parts this morning. I appreciate it.
To a much
I
bigger
almost
degree
asked
than
the
last
Lord
year.
to lift them up. They don't deserve to be by your belly button.
Give him the highest praise.
Lift them up.
I'm gonna get a boob job this year, I think, but I just got to find someone to take care of me. I want them lifted.
No, don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
So if you listen to the pregame show, Tree just went ham on just TMI this morning.
No, I said that Mary J. Blige's husband should have paid her. Should not be collecting money from her, but she didn't have any kids for him. I really was speaking about all of the work that I did for 20
No, I'm talking
years.
about you. I'm talking about you calling out your kids because they ruin your body.
You said
No.
it. You said it, Tree. Doug didn't say it. I didn't say it. You said it, Tree.
Didn't you tell how you I don't want to get into
I
it.
said he climbed on top of me twice and caused my tits and ass to sag, and that he should have paid me for it. There should be like a contract about 25 grand per child that just automatically the wife gets if the marriage dissolves.
That may be one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
And then I could get I could have got my boobs done after the divorce.
Everybody that has ever mentioned getting their boobs done to me, I say, why would you want somebody putting that stuff inside your body?
I want them lifted, not added. I want them lifted.
Okay, the Tree, when they lift, what are they? Well, never mind. Never mind.
Well, they'll take some off.
Never mind.
It's augmentation. Is there a surgeon in the house that can explain it? Because I wouldn't get that stuff put in them.
You tired of waking up when you're on the side of the bed and one of your breasts on the floor? You tired of that?
Why would you say something like that, man?
Well, she's the one that brought it up.
Yeah, but she's kind of self-conscious about it clearly, and you want to say
can't
something
be
like that.
self-conscious about it, bringing it up like that. She can't be self-conscious.
Why would you say something like that and add to it?
She brought it up.
I love my body, and I would like to get my breasts lifted. It's okay. It's all right. Let's read.
She gonna walk around on that cruise with a bathing suit on with suspenders around her boobs.
Now you just.
I'm not offended, Douglas. I really am not.
Okay, Trey.
Oh no, he don't like nobody messing with his jump off now. Trust me. He don't like nobody messing with his jump off. He don't like that.
I cannot wait till we get on this cruise and everyone see once and for all that Doug is not checking for me. Let's go. Till Dog 12. Thank you for your donation. Good morning, Stews, Tree, and Arlie, along with the dogs and poodles. Happy
Hey, Till Dog, thank you.
Thank you,
Till Dog. Thank you so much, brother. Wow.
Really means a lot, y'all. Really means a lot.
I can't believe you said that. But it didn't hurt my feelings, but you're a fool.
Good Tree.
From Frederick Anderson. Thank you so much. Great show, Stews.
Thank you, Frederick. Appreciate you, brother.
Player. Thank you, man.
Y'all can tell I hung out with a lot of boys when I was little. Not in an inappropriate way, but I just...
Is that tiny? Is that tiny?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, shit. I think I've seen that before. Bless
the
her heart.
Eagles, well, when they aligned with Diaper Rash Donald, the curse ensued.
Who, T.I. and Tiny are down with Trump?
No, the Eagles. When the
Eagles.
Okay,
gotcha. Yeah.
Loose Neck says, ask Reggie who the Eagles play next. It's not nice, Loose Neck.
Appreciate you, Loose Neck.
Smokey Robinson with a hair is wild too. Loose Neck. Arlie on the road so much she needs to be with Vivica and Ice-T on car. Yes, we declare and decree. Get her a Car Shield commercial because that means bags and bags and bags. From Rel Scott. One time for Arlie's curls, please stand up.
Man, it was Monumental Stu's moment.
I thought that your shirt said swinging.
We need to see it again, Ollie. We need to see the shirt again.
Okay. It says singing.
But it could say swinging. Swinging.
Yes.
Well, in my case. All right.
Gotta go.
Loose next side. Remember when James called Debbie Allen's dealer and it was a kid that showed up? That's your favorite episode, isn't it, Doug?
No.
You lament about that a lot.
It was a lot of traumatic episodes of Good Times.
We did a whole pop-up about it. You were really traumatized to see Debbie in that.
Well, I was traumatized with Debbie Allen as a crackhead. It wasn't crack back then; it was straight heroin, I guess. She had a needle and whatnot.
The belt.
I was traumatized about Fun Girl. You remember Fun Girl?
Oh, in the wheelchair.
On the wheelchair with the CB.
The CB.
The one that traumatized me was when Janet Jackson's mom put that iron on her behind.
Yes.
That set me back for a while.
And they didn't even show us. It just like went fade to black with this.
Right. Yep.
That was
you remember JJ moved out with his boys and they was doing the numbers and selling dope. He didn't even know
nice apartment when he had that burgundy on. Why do we remember that shit?
Very adult themes on that show, man. I don't know if kids should have been watching that show back in 1970.
That's what made it so great. What made it so great.
Well, we were allowed to watch it because it was not a lot of black options, and everybody came and sat down, and
they were about to be put out in the street because James couldn't come up with the money, the $30 for the rent. So he had to go
to a rent party.
He had to go to he went to the closet and got the damn pool stick. When he was walking to the closet, Florida said, "No, James, don't do this. No." He goes to the closet and grabs his pool stick. The only way I know how to make this $30 for the rent, Florida, is by shooting some pool.
With that damn brown jacket on. With a little fur.
Great show.
Right there.
That's the only way I know to bring money in for my family, Florida.
It's one of those things where if I'm not doing nothing and I'm just scrolling through channels and I see it, I'll stop every time.
Yeah, you're right.
It was phenomenal, man.
Hey, Griff, good morning. What's up, fam? As always,
I appreciate.
Damn, Aggie Pride. Shouts out to you, Griff, even though.
I appreciate what y'all do. Speaking of good times, the traumatic show for me was Penny's mom about to burn. Yeah. It impacted us all.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's when I realized I was being abused. Okay. Anyway, loose neck. Arlie could walk from Selma to Montgomery, drive to Impact, lead the choir, and Doug would still say, Arlie, can you stick around? Arlie, can you stick around?
But I like to get opinions. It's good for the show.
Yeah, I had a baby last night, and
I need you to stick around, damn it. That kid'll be okay.
Stick around.
Okay.
All he said,
I'll back off.
I hadn't slept in 24 hours, and in the next hour, it's going to equal 48. But I really had a good show, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Hey, Arlie, can you stick around?
Arlie, can you? And I really like you to stick around.
I got to go to a funeral at 12:30. I got to get dressed and do my hair. Arlie, can you stick around?
That's not true. Hey, while I'm thinking about this $1.99, remember I said earlier I had a story about change?
Yes.
So no lie. This is a quick story. I go to the pharmacy yesterday to get a prescription, right? There's a young Asian chick in the pharmacy, getting the prescriptions or whatever. She grabs the prescription because I got good insurance. It's $1.82.
$1.82.
It's $1.82, right?
That's better than mine.
Okay. I give her change. I had just picked up some change out of the little coin thing in my car.
In your car.
And so I had change. I had a bunch of change. Yep. I give her 4 quarters, which is $1, 3 quarters, a dime, and a nickel. It was $1.88. So it was $1.90. She looked at it, move it around in her hand, and start doing like this. I'm looking at her. Finally, she did this for like 10, 15 seconds. She looked up at me and she says, "Is this right?"
An Asian? Did you say she was Asian?
Yes. The point is, they don't deal with money anymore.
No.
They don't.
No.
They
the
do
math is new.
I often at the drive-thru will take a whole handful of change if I'm just getting a fry or if I just stop for a slushie or something like that. I'll pay for it all in change. And just about every time I do it, they'll look at me and say, "Are you sure this right?" And they're just dumping it in the cash register. You can go ahead.
Right. They don't even want to try to count it because they can't. Or maybe they can, but they're unfamiliar with counting money.
Well, they're discontinuing the penny. So I thought you were going to say that you gave somebody some money and they didn't give you your change back.
It was $1.88. I gave her $1.90 in very precise things, but she struggled with trying to figure out how much money I gave her.
And
how many blue pills do you get for $1.82?
Right. How much you pay for them pills?
I don't need
also,
blue pills. Just understand that. Trust me on that.
Some of the windows here in Columbus at the fast food restaurants will tell you they don't want any change. And they're not going to give you any change. So if it's $4.75 and you give them cash, you got to eat a quarter. They don't do that.
Nah, we're not doing that.
This is not a good indicator.
No, it's not.
This is not a good indicator for the future that this young lady, an Asian young lady, I thought they were
at that
good at math
they got
already.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon for mamas. That's shocking.
I just thought that was crazy.
Thank you for your donation, Loose Neck. We'll make sure Doug and Ryan get every penny.
Thank you, Loose Neck.
Ryan's jersey. Thank you, Loose Neck. Thank you, Loose Neck.
Some way, somehow. Tiffany Poodle in Portland. Good morning. Good morning. I'm coming to the West Coast next month. Okay, we're gonna be up together.
True.
Thank
you already downloaded the app and checked in?
Yes.
Okay. So
me and my 4 peeps, y'all gotta get on it.
No, so we checked in.
Y'all even have any place to sleep?
No, we checked in.
Ryan, you coming down to Miami on Friday, ain't you?
When do we leave?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there Friday evening.
No, I'm dead serious. When do we leave?
We're gonna get there Friday evening.
No. Oh my God.
The boat leaves on Saturday?
Please, Arlie.
The boat leaves.
Didn't you have a meeting?
Ryan was with children when he had the meeting.
The boat does not leave Friday evening.
Well, that's
the
why
boat leaves Friday.
When do we leave?
We're leaving Friday. The boat leaves at 4. Doug has chipped you all in to leave to get on the boat at 2:30, I believe.
I'll be down there on Thursday.
Okay, that's what I was asking you.
Yeah. Yep, no problem. I'll be there on Thursday. Now I hadn't done any of that stuff.
Do you have a room to sleep in?
As long as I get on the boat, I don't care about the room. I'll sleep on the deck. I'm gonna be drunk the whole time anyway. It don't matter.
Thursday.
Drunk up.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about that either. I got people down there. It's okay. I'll be fine. Real quick.
We used to say bus up. I'm gonna be real bus up on that boat.
Yeah, I'll be there the day before. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Okay. All right.
Very excited.
Very good. Thank you, Arlie.
Tiffany Poodle in Portland. Good morning, Tiffany.
She's hoping we can play some sports, Jeopardy, spades, heads up, karaoke on the cruise. Happy Friday Eve. My crew and I will be at the Blazers game tonight against Trae Young's Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah. If you heard that,
I read something this morning that the injury hadn't allowed him to suit up for the Wizards yet either. But he's excited about being there. He wants to build a culture of winning in Washington.
Word on the street, man. LeBron agent, what's the guy's name?
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul is pushing a trade for us to get Ja Morant, man. We have to give up a lot, but we're going to get him and the center for the Grizzlies.
I don't think y'all want that.
Ja? Why would we want Ja?
They also talked about the Knicks trying to get Ja, and I don't want him in New York.
What?
Man, yeah, he's a head case, man. And he's always injured.
No, he's not always injured. He was injured last year. He's not always injured.
Hey, man, he's not in uniform right now. You talking about last year? What about now? I hadn't seen him play but a handful of games this year, man.
But historically, the Lakers get somebody's throwaways, and they turn into an all-star and a champion.
I prefer him going to the Lakers and not the Knicks. Congratulations with that.
Good morning.
You got a lot. You say that like y'all got 20 championships over the last 50 years.
You
say that very arrogantly. We don't want so-and-so.
I don't need any distractions on my team, sir, and he's a distraction.
Y'all need to do something different. If y'all didn't have distractions before, maybe y'all need to get some distractions so y'all can win some damn games and maybe get and win a championship.
No thanks.
Earl McDowell, good morning. Thank you for your donation. He says,
Thank you,
happy
Earl.
Founders Week to the ladies of Alpha, Kappa, Alpha, and Delta Sigma Theta. Hit the like button.
Thank you, Earl.
Hashtag thank you.
Shouts out to the
appreciate you, Earl.
AKs and my favorite AK, my daughter Kayla. Even though she don't F with me like that.
You probably make it easy for her not to do that, man. Whatever the reason is, I guarantee it's not
else.
her. I guarantee it's not her.
Douglas, listen to me. You've got to start speaking differently about that situation, okay?
I just said a fact. She don't F with me like that.
Never mind. I cannot be delusional with you people. Loose Neck says, my dad had the curb feelers on his car to protect his white wall tires and letters. I asked this question.
You know what curb feelers are? You know what curb feelers are?
Oh, yes, I do.
That little stick that extends out. They used to be back in the day. I haven't seen any in a long time.
Wait, then I don't know what they are. But I was concerned that this car and this car look the same.
No, they
this
don't.
This looks like Ford took this. I don't know.
Nah, they don't look. They look a lot different.
Okay.
Or they look somewhat different.
That's that mock Mustang on the right.
From Loose Neck side, Doug said it might be a ding-a-ling when he won.
God damn.
Thank you, Loose Neck.
You're just not going to get rid of the damn big-ass ding-a-ling for the New Year's, huh?
No, I'm not. The D is always... From Rel Scott, thank you. Doug, don't toss salad or eat scallops or know about the digits.
He's missing out on life.
You really are.
Hell
if you see a pineapple on anybody's door, Doug, don't knock on it.
What does that mean? What does a pineapple on the door mean? Tell me. Tree, I've been on cruises before. This is your first experience. Tell me. I don't know.
I have a lot of friends.
What's a pineapple on the door mean?
You might, if you want to have a couple different action, like thruples or more.
Oh,
if you're interested.
What do they call it? Swinging.
Yeah.
That cat is headed to Publix as soon as we get off the show.
I don't swing.
It's not actual pineapple.
Do I need canned pineapple or do I need the whole pineapple?
It's a sticker. It's not. I'm gonna put some on your door now.
When you see Doug in the line getting on the cruise and he's got a pineapple in his hand.
A big ass pineapple. That's funny.
Yeah, don't go in there. Like if a lady to ask, if you're grown, whatever, that's your business. But if you get to the door and you see a pineapple, go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
From Ma Diddy, Steelers own Tomlin's coaching rights since he resigned while still under contract. Yes, I read that. Whatever team that wants him in 2026, they will have to trade for him, similar to Sean Payton's situation.
Yeah, Ryan went over that whole thing. Appreciate you, Ma Diddy, for the donation, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Ma Diddy. Man, you done made $40 million. Man, why don't you go ahead and live for a little while, man? Them coaches stay at the facility. They don't see their family. They don't see their kids. When they get home, it's too late. The kid's in bed. When they leave, it's too early. The kid's still in bed. If you done made that kind of money, man, just enjoy your life for a little while, man.
So, gastropods, snails and slugs, okay? Bivalves, including, so I'm going to read this. Gastropoda, snails and slugs, the largest class including terrestrial snails, slugs, limpets, sea hares, and nudibranches, sea slugs.
I'm almost positive the majority of those words you did not say correctly, but go ahead.
They were kind of hard to read. They were kind of hard to read.
And what was the point? You're still wanting to make us know that
what I'm saying
scallops are...
They snails. They're basically big-ass snails.
They're delicious. So... But don't worry, I won't be hiding any bodies or body parts or eating bodies or body parts. Thank you, June B77, for the twins.
Thank you, June B.
So wait a minute. So that's a great idea.
Maybe
we can start a campaign where we try to get donations so you can get your breast augmentation.
I need a lift. Yes, that's it. Augmentation. Very good. We can do that. Now I will need someone to come and take care of me because there's some drainage that happens, and that's what I'm told. Oh, Ryan, it's a joke. From Osiris. Happy ML King Day. Happy ML King Day. Dr. King stood for more than symbolism in speeches. He pushed for tangible material benefits for Black Americans.
Thank you, Osiris.
Appreciate
you, Q.
Thank you.
Rudolph. Appreciate you, bro.
Mr. Dingle.
Thank you,
John
John.
Dingle. Good morning. Thank you so much for your donation. Great show, crew. Love the content.
And John,
John Dingle.
Everybody does it.
I'll buzz you a little later, John, to see how you felt about Tree's actions in that morning meeting this morning. We'll talk about it later.
Reset real quick.
Appreciate the donation, homeboy.
Yes, sir. We really appreciate it, John. Yep.
We lost her.
I thought it was hilarious when I said she's going to have 2 sets of suspenders on her boobs, keeping them up. Hey, okay, Tree, what's next?
You're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes, though, like that, man.
No, I'm not a paid comedian. I can laugh at whatever I choose.
All right, here we go.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you, John.
It's the brother man? Is this the brother
man?
The brother
man.
What up, though? What up, though, brother man?
Good morning.
Birthday to you, sir.
Brother man, are you coming on the cruise?
Well, I hope he does.
We hope you do.
Brother man, if
We'd
you come
love
to
have
cruise,
you.
I got your first drink. That's
I
the
need to
least
check
I
it
can
out.
do. That's the least I can do.
Now, if Brother Man make this cruise, he won't pay for a drink the whole time he's there.
Yeah.
Well, it's free though. What are y'all talking about?
It's not, you have to pay for the package. You keep saying that.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like no ninja can come up to me and be like, Tree, I got your drinks. When I know that there's a package.
Okay,
like, don't
okay,
try
yeah,
me. That's what I'm
yeah.
trying to say.
Right.
I know those.
Well, did you read Brother Man's?
What did you say?
You didn't
I
read Brother Man?
did.
I didn't say anything.
Yes, I thought I guess.
Please bring it back. We have to read it.
Well, it says, what up, though? Doug, Ryan, Arlie, and Tree. Have a wonderful Martin Luther King weekend.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry. I thought I read it.
It's all good. We
Thank
make
you, brother,
mistakes
man.
all the time, Tree.
Appreciate you, King.
I got excited.
Appreciate you, brother man.
Flex Image Training, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. 188, you're welcome to give me my 11 cents back.
Oh, 12 says. Oh, she got it wrong.
Thank you, Flex Imaging. We appreciate you, brother. Bless you, man.
Thank you.
Thank all of y'all for the contributions today. Thank you. It goes right back to y'all. It all goes back to y'all.
I straight laughed in this chick's face, this young, and she's probably 25, 26 years old, just out of pharmacy school, I'm guessing. And I laughed in her face. I was like, what? You can't count change to give me change back for $1.88. All right, sure, go ahead.
From Blue.
You didn't change it again.
That's funny.
I can't. Remember on Good Times when Larry almost fell down the elevator shaft because he couldn't hear?
Yeah,
Right.
that was another terrible one.
They went to break for a whole season.
That was
Yeah.
another terrible
It was
one.
like this.
James ran and caught him last second before he fell out of the goddamn
But
elevator shaft.
But Doug,
Bullshit. Why do they have goals and themes like that?
shows used to have hiatuses. And so we were left for months with this picture.
Right.
here.
So, Good Times was truly art imitating life. They were in the hood. They were trying to get out. They created good times despite their situation. So throughout the course of the show, we saw them dealing with situations that was happening in the home that we all were seeing and dealing with anyway. Great show.
You remember when the Satanites came and dragged JJ out the house and going to get in a gang fight?
JJ was 75 pounds.
They dragged that man. That man did not want to go and fight. He didn't want to fight with the gang. And they
But
dragged
was
him out of the
James
house.
already deceased at that point?
No, remember
He
James?
was.
Remember James in Florida were coming back from the movies, I think. And Mad Dog and his crew with JJ, they dragging JJ. They happened to run into them. And James was like, oh no, you're not taking my son to no gang fight. Mad Dog, you can't tell us what to do. My name is Mad Dog, dig it? You don't remember he said, my name is Mad Dog, dig it? Maybe I watched too much of the show.
I just remember being pissed at JJ about Keith. That was another one where they left us hanging.
Mad
Keith
Dog
broke-
shot James.
When he did?
Yeah, Mad Dog shot James. He pulled out a pistol and shot James right down the street. The streets of Chicago. You don't remember that? Yeah.
Osiris, thank you so
you know
much.
what? I'm sorry. He didn't shoot James. He shot
Here we
JJ.
go.
Yeah, now I
He
said
shot
James didn't
JJ.
get shot.
He shot JJ. He shot JJ. Right.
Even on TV, you are the Grim Reaper of television now.
He shot
From
JJ, not
Osiris.
James. Right.
The Ravens owner saying he'll listen to Lamar on the next coach, but he don't have the power. I got the power. Was telling. Curious what the Stews think about ownership talking like that about a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, it does sound
Thank
very
you, Osiris.
Mr. Tomish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Mhm.
Thank you, Osiris.
As an owner of a franchise, I'm not even going to let y'all think for 1 second that you got any power in this billion-dollar business that I have. No, Ninja, you're going to do what I tell you to do.
Ooh.
Period.
Sounds-
I'm going to consult with you because you're my quarterback, but the world needs to know you have no power.
Yeah, but what he's saying is the way it sounded. It sounded very
But Doug, that's the reality.
Master Tomish from Roots.
I had to tell a buddy the other day who I had a major disagreement with about some stuff that's going on in the black communities. I'm not going to come to your house and tell you how to talk to your wife and how to raise your kids. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
It's your house.
Look at this.
It's your wife. It's your kids.
Look at this one, man. Do you remember when JJ thought he had VD and he was in the clinic with Jay Leno? A young Jay Leno? You don't remember that?
I do remember that.
I feel like I don't remember that.
I'm sure that's on YouTube. You can easily find that. JJ in the clinic with Jay Leno, a young Jay Leno.
Something is going on with the system, so please, I apologize.
I don't think Biscotti was trying to send a message. I just think he was being a billionaire that owns one of the 32 franchises in the world. Yeah, no, I ain't got no player that's making no decisions. I do that.
I think that makes sense, though.
It's the truth.
Like, I don't make any decisions here. This y'all house. So
I don't make any decisions here either. But when it comes to the world of the NFL, there's 32 teams. I'm a billionaire that owns one of them. I don't even want y'all thinking for a second you got the power to tell me what to do. Are you crazy?
Ego wins.
I didn't amass billions by listening to people tell me what to do.
That's true. I agree with you. From Loose Neck, Florida Evans was the real villain. How so?
At the
She
minimum,
kept them in the hood.
At the minimum, what's the term? An antagonist.
Wait a minute.
Extraordinaire. She
James
was the
kept
biggest
finding ways to
antagonist
get out
in
of
the
the
world.
hood. And maybe they all weren't on the up and up, but Florida would shoot it down all the time. You can't do that, James.
What was the
Florida's
dude name?
guaranteed to get us out of here. James, we can't do that, James.
Oh, she wasn't a risk taker, but that he wasn't one to follow. He should have been listening to her. She should execute.
Y'all seen all of these things with all of these memes, or not memes, videos with the guy Drewski mimicking
the
church pastors, the mega church pastors.
People mad at him.
They had that theme 40 years ago in Good Time too. Remember James Boy, Honest James? What's his name? No, James was Honest James. The guy's name was I'm gonna find it. But he had the church scam and he wanted James to go on the road with him, and Florida wouldn't let him.
No. Come
Because
on, Florida. We can
figured
make all
out that
kind
they
of
were
money with that,
hustling
Florida.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Florida said, no, James. We're not doing that, James.
From Till Dog, Kim Phil's mother was Janet Jackson's abusive mother in that episode. Good Times launched some great careers.
No question.
Absolutely.
So did The Wire.
I recently found out that Cab Calloway was Walona's dad in real life.
Yeah,
one of the best arguments we had in the history of Stu's radio was an argument over Cab Calloway. Doug told me, he asked me to bring some music, and I brought some old school Detroit music, and he was like, "We ain't listening to no goddamn Cab Calloway."
What did I tell you to bring music? What was it? What was it that?
I was giving you a hard time about choosing all the music, and you were like, "Okay, man, it's all good. Yeah, just bring whatever you want, and we'll play it, man." And
he didn't mean it.
I gave it to home team, And the home team in our ears is like, hey, Doug, during the next break, you've got to come and listen to some of Ryan's music.
Right. He literally, I can't remember the scenario, but he was responsible. I said old school. I meant like Run DMC and LL Cool J. This nigga brought Cab Calloway.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Dizzy Gillespie, right. That's exactly
Louis
right.
Armstrong.
All the old school players from Detroit that I was fond of. I brought their music in. Doug lost his mind.
The guy's name was Reverend Sam. Remember Reverend Sam?
Reverend Sam.
And Reverend Sam had this hell and brimfire sermon, and he wanted James to come on the road with him, and James wanted to go, because he promised James like $100 a week. And James was like, Florida, I can make $100 a week and really get this family out of the gutter.
You can't do that, James. We can't do that, James.
We can't do that, James. The Lord don't like it, James.
From Brother Man, thank you so much. I haven't been able to look at Chip Field since Burning Penny. Damn.
Yeah.
I never looked at her the same way. Never. And she's a career actress. She's been on.
She
a ton
was
of
on
stuff.
Living Single as Khadijah's mom, I think. No, somebody. Maybe she was Regine's mom.
Right. She might have been Regine's mom. You're right.
I don't remember. From Osiris, a lot of folks don't know Esther Rolle exactly fought to keep James Evan as a strong Black father on Good Times.
Yeah, I did know
Producers wanted a single mom angle, and JJ's buffoonery was already over the top. She pushed for balance and dignity.
Yep.
JJ is allegedly like for the other,
MAGA.
Like he was dating, I forgot the white lady's name from Fox. But that's the word on the street.
Mm-hmm.
From Rel Scott. Go ahead, Doug. Walk in. Pineapple.
You walk in.
I told you about that.
And y'all get to rabbit dancing. You're going to feel something on the back of the bed. And you're going to go, oh!
You're going to feel some conch fritters on the back of that bed. It ain't going to be no digits either. From Flex Image Training. Enjoyed the show, Stewart Media. See y'all on Monday. Thank you.
Sorry. Send that music, bro. Send that music you want, bro. We got to figure that out.
From Till Dog 12, Willona wrote, yes, and sung the Jeffersons theme song.
Right.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did. From Loose Neck Side. Remember Gary Coleman pulled that wig off Alderman Davis' niece's head for trying to take Florida's bus driving job?
Right. Classic.
I used to like the Alderman.
Alderman
Davis.
Y'all have aldermans in Detroit?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, speaking of aldermen, shouts out to our homeboy Boogie Dingle, a.k.a. Leroy Dingle. He is now an alderman in Monksona, South Carolina.
We have aldermen in Monksona?
What is the job?
He's a
like an alderman.
City councilman.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
From Julius 29. Oh, sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's all good.
From Julius 29C, Doug, word on the street is our Lakers are looking at getting Ja and Jared Jackson for Austin, Rue, and Pitt.
Good luck with that.
Yes.
And you know what, man? You might have the leadership with LeBron still being there a little bit longer. And what's the new guy from Slovenia? The point guard.
Oh, Luka.
LA, Doug. Luka, yes. Luka and LeBron might be able to control Ja Morant. He's a loose cannon, man.
We could. I know you're not gonna like this. We could put LeBron in that deal. If we could get Ja, and
he don't play back-to-backs no more. He's had 2 games where he didn't even score 10 points. I would be fine with that. He's going for 41 a couple of times too. But yeah, I understand the Lakers if they can get a pretty penny for him, moving him right now. It makes total sense.
He's just getting back in the swing of things too, man. He had a lot of injury issues. Was
Yep.
he out all last year? I would love to have Ja as a Laker.
Well, here he is. I was wondering. Hey, Sean. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean. Thank you, King.
What? Joe Ham was the only one live radio the only one on live radio that said OJ was good. The studio got silent.
What's he talking about?
No idea, but thank you, Sean. We appreciate it.
Live radio said OJ.
Maybe when he was.
When Joe was working at his at the radio station.
Oh, at the other place. Okay, yeah. Okay, Sean. Yeah, you better believe it. He was with a bunch of Nordics. They don't like the Jews.
If we did a poll and had the Nordics reply, Who do you hate worse, OJ or Michael Vick? What do you think they say? Who do you think would be the winner?
OJ. Because he killed a white woman.
Yeah, he allegedly killed a white woman. I think that trumps allegedly killing some dogs.
And not just the white woman, but allegedly the white woman and his best friend and the boyfriend, right?
The white boyfriend.
Yeah.
Just screw. We had a trial and everything. Just
Millhouse.
We don't give a shit.
You're very brave for saying this. He says he hated Good Times and Sanford and Son. I don't like the Good Times song at all. I don't like it.
Millhouse, you are not the only person of color to feel that way. I know several people that did not like the depiction of those shows.
Well, I don't. Good Times and Sanford and Son are like legendary. What do you not like about it? Now, would you like some balance? Yeah, we got the Cosby Show that came along. But I mean, Good Times and Sanford and Son served its purpose of funniness and legendariness.
It just doesn't paint a good picture when it comes to black folk. That's all.
Exactly.
But we all know that's just one or two families. We know there's a gazillion.
I love the shows.
Yeah.
We're almost done here. Harold Longchamp. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Harold Longchamp.
That's the new name.
He says that we should check out Fargo. Yes. The series and the movie. Okay. It is good. Okay. And the season when they had Chris Rock, it was like Doug, you would love Fargo. Real talk. From Clarence.
Wait a minute. What's Fargo about? I think I started watching it and stopped watching it.
So the first ones were literally, it's a lot of henchmen where it was based in Fargo, North Dakota. And like the families were
like mobsters? Is this like a mob thing?
Yes, okay. But they were Irish.
It's a great post, Clarence 242. This is a great post.
Okay.
Do y'all believe the Rooney Rule has helped or has it hindered us? Thank you.
Your thoughts, Doug. You go first.
I don't see any way it would hinder us.
I agree 100%.
It can only be a positive. I mean, they get interviews.
You're getting an interview. And even if you don't get the job, you're getting an interview and the word is being passed about how you handled said interview. It's going to create opportunities for you down the road. Maybe not a head coaching job, but you're going to get a bump for getting that interview. It's very important.
Brother man, I 1000% agree with you. He says we don't have aldermen, we have city council members, and yes, Alderman Davis definitely reminded you of Coleman A. Young, like a more lanky one, but Coleman A. Young was the mayor of Detroit for my whole, I think from the time I was born until I was 25.
Who's doing that?
Thank you, brother man. That isn't me. It's Cab Calloway.
You said brother man. He deserves his music. If you say brother man, I'm playing that music. It is what it is.
From Shedrick Moore, releasing a novel in 2026, a story about faith, love, dreams, family, and the music that connects us all. All right, congratulations.
We're gonna pub the hell out of it, Shedrick.
Awesome.
We're gonna pub the hell out of it.
If you need a narrator, call me.
We're still working on our book.
Doug, this is man's time. Don't do that. This is man's time.
We're still working on our book. Like, Lord willing.
We got you, Shed. We'll help you with that for sure.
Thank you, Shed.
Earl McDowell, I'm mad, dog. Dig it? Head of the St. Knight's War Council. And actor Roscoe Lee Brown played Reverend Sam. Y'all frat, bruh.
Yeah. He passed away. Reverend Sam passed away.
Thank you. Loose neck. Is Keith playing for the Bears Sunday since his knee healed up?
Oh, that's another thing.
That's another one that hurt. When Thelma came out that and walked out that church and Keith broke his leg, that hurt. That really hurt.
I mean, the man was going to take everybody out the ghetto.
Everybody.
Rich first-round draft pick. In the day of his wedding, he busts up his knee?
JJ busts up his knee.
Man.
That's terrible luck.
That was wrong. That might have been the most traumatic thing in the series now that I think about it, how they did Keith on his wedding day.
And then he didn't amount to nothing. He ended up marrying Florida, marrying Thelma, living with them.
All up in their house.
That's not true.
Michael had to stay out on the couch. He was going to get his own room.
That's not true. The last episode of Good Times, Keith broke into the family that he had been working out. He had a tryout with the Chicago Bears. And so we ultimately think that he made the team. Everything was all right. Remember they moved out of the projects?
We never got to see it. Rel Scott
Yeah, we never got to see it. We didn't get to see it.
Florida was the enemy. She didn't like Black Jesus.
Right.
All right, it's 9:59. Fred G. Sanford. G stands for goodness gracious.
Absolutely.
I still use that to this day. I say G all the time. The G stands for different things.
The G stands for pineapple. Well, some colonizers did boil and eat some of the enslaved. And Jungle Brother, what's up, Jungle? Where you been?
Wow, we ain't seen the Jungle Brother in a minute.
Peace, Jungle.
They harassed Pam
Tree gives him such a hard time, you know. Why would he want to come around?
You have been doing so good.
Well, I mean, but you know you don't like Jungle. It's okay. But we all know you don't like Jungle. It's okay.
He says they harassed Pam Oliver until she got demoted to the number 2 broadcast team. He's referring to
the story about the Detroit writer
lady.
Yes.
Wow.
And last but not least, 67 Magic City. Doug, respectfully on Pitts, 90 catches for over 900 yards does get you second.
That's a good year.
All-Pro team.
That's a good year.
I guess I'm just factoring all the last 4 previous years.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support.
Good for Kyle Pitts, man. Good for him. Thank you, Tree.
To everybody that took the time to click the $ at the bottom of the chat to send the Stews a donation, thank you for your giving. You get an A+ today.
Absolutely. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
To everybody that took the time to type in a message for us to read, or to say something, or to tell Ollie be safe on the road, or to tell Tree let them things hang. We appreciate your contributions to the show. Y'all get an A+. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ollie did an outstanding job today, even though we stepped all over our time talking about all kind of stuff. Ollie, thank you for your services. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie.
And Tree, we really appreciate all you've done. You were dressed really nice today. I just appreciate all you do. Gave you a hard time, but outstanding job producing the show. You get an A+ today, Tree. Thank you very much. Dougie, I just wish you would be more present and live in the moment sometimes. But, man, at the end of the day, you did an outstanding job, and you get an A+ for today's show. Outstanding job today, Dougie.
Thank you, man. You get an A too, sir.
I really appreciate that.
Shouts out Black Diamond. You heard what's going on at Morris Brown?
Yes, I do know what's going on at Morris Brown.
They got a little controversy down there. Black Diamond, you got the details. Didn't Black Diamond go to Morris Brown? Or did she go to Clark?
I called and spoke to a board member over there, and he talked my head off for an hour.
Yeah, I made some calls too.
Yep.
And Black Diamond, what are your thoughts about what's going on at Morris Brown? If you haven't heard, the president of Morris Brown was fired. I guess you can go. Kevin James. His name is Kevin James. He the Bruz.
Yep.
And they fired him without, quote unquote, without cause. And that's happened a couple of times in South Carolina State. So
let them tell it. There was cause, but
they haven't said what the cause is yet.
They don't want to murky the waters up because they're trying to get their accreditation back, and they don't want the accreditation board to hear about alleged situations that was going on.
Hey, Black Diamond, hit me up. I think you got my number. If not, just email me and I'll shoot you my number, and I want to get your thoughts.
I would like to hear her.
Pray for Morris Brown. Bottom line, whatever's going on, pray for Morris Brown, man. They've had an incredible resurgence.
They went
over the last couple of years.
They went from 15 students to 540 since Bud James was running the ship over there.
Right. Yep.
Prayers up for Morris Brown. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you. Nothing but love.
Yeah.
We got the Buffalo Bills in Denver. We got the Texans in New England. We got San Francisco in Seattle, and we got the Rams in Chicago. Another great weekend of football. Y'all enjoy it. If you're drinking while you watch the games, or go out to watch the games and have a few drinks, be responsible with your drink and make sure you get home safe and don't endanger yourselves or anyone else. Y'all have a safe weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.
I think I'm gonna put it on the road, man. Head to the crib.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Go spend some time with Mom.
I was gonna go see baby girl. She got a track meet.
Where's the track meet at?
The track meet's at Vanderbilt.
Well, thanks for telling me because you're supposed to let me know a week or two before you plan on going. So I appreciate
You know what I'm gonna do? Like I've done every year. I'm gonna send you the schedule.
Right. But my point is, you don't go to every meet, and I would like to go to a meet where you are planning on going, so we could ride together to said meet.
All right, man. Y'all have a great weekend.
It don't matter. If you don't want me to go see my niece run, don't worry about it. It's all good.
Peace.
Trying to support you and trying to support her. I figure you would like me to go
Peace.
spend some time with her.
Peace. Peace.